Hello, everybody, and welcome to the weekly Strimstream here on the DDO stream. Today is going to be a great show. We got a great show for you today. It's going to be a fantastic time. Super cool stuff I have here with my brand new character. This is Strimstream. I reincarnated my wizard, and I'm an artificer right now. And a very interesting build. I'm going to go into it in a little bit, but I got a couple things I want to say here, especially starting at the beginning of the stream. First, I got a pretty big announcement. It's going to be pretty cool. So I got an email, and I got an invitation to join the Players Council of DDO. So I accepted, and I'm now a member of the Players Council. So some of you who are here, and you're like, hey, what does that mean? What is this council thing? The Players Council is like a group of people, and they're like, I don't know, they're public figure, and basically we give feedback to Turbine about the things that they're planning on doing in the game. Now, I can't talk about it because I signed one of them NDA things, so I'm not going to talk about those things in detail. However, what I can tell you is, I'm going to fight the good fight, and I'm going to make sure that there's some, I put some of this brain, and I'm going to get some good input in the game. So if you guys, you think you have some really cool ideas or anything like that, and you're like, oh man, I really want Turbine to have that brought forward. I want them to see it, I want them to know exactly what is up here, what's in my brain, and stuff like that. You can let me know, and anything that you see me talk about. If you think it's important enough that I should bring it up, just let me know, and I'll do that. So if that's something that interests you, if you want to do that, you can easily contact me. I have an email address set up now for myself. It's strimtom@gmail.com, so you can always email me with any concerns or anything you'd like to say. You can tweet at me at strimtom, or you can just simply send me a message on Twitch at my actual Twitch channel here on Twitch. I didn't say Twitch enough. Twitch. So that's pretty cool. As I said, I'm going to do my best to, try to bring the focus in, and try to make sure everyone gets to see what's kind of cool. It's kind of like my big focus. I think things are cool, and I like cool stuff, which is why I play cool characters. You'll see me play cool characters all the time. So if you like playing cool characters, then you should be happy that I'm here to help you all out with that. So, that being said, let's get into the actual meat of the day. I actually do have a second announcement, however, on top of that, which I forgot about until just now. Second announcement is that I'm going to unfortunately be ending the stream half an hour early today. We are only going until 9:30 because I'm really tired, because I have had to work a lot the past couple of days, and so I have to end the stream a very small bit early. I apologize about that. Next week we'll be back on the full 3-hour schedule, so we're only going until 9:30 today. So, what are we doing today? What is this? What is this character standing in front of me? Well, this character is my Warforged Artificer. I TR'd my Warforged Wizard into this character. And you might be wondering why I did that? Well, the reason I did that is this. I get this cool boss lightning cannon, among other things, and I can shoot more than just lightning, but I can shoot a lot of lightning with this. And I got all these other cool cannons. If I don't want to shoot lightning, I can also have the option to shoot fire, and just have a big jet come out of my hand. Super cool. Essentially, that's my character. I'm playing an Artificer, pure Artificer, all the way up to 20 levels Artificer. However, I'm not going to be using repeating crossbows like every other player in the entire game. I mean, I know repeating crossbows are good, and using repeating crossbows make me a good player. I don't want to... gotta play my character, right? So this character is going to be a single weapon fighter Artificer, and he's going to use the rune arm as a large portion of his damage. So it'll be a lot of rune arming, a lot of sword play, that kind of thing. I'm hoping it'll be a cool character. It'll be an interesting experiment to see what I can do with it. The way the build works, of course, is I have a couple points in the Harper tree to get intelligence to hit. When I get level 6, I'll be able to take the personal augmentation to give me intelligence to damage, and then his character is entirely intelligence based. I have a little bit of strength, so I can use bastard swords, which is my primary weapon. I have a little bit of dexterity, so I can get precision later as a feat, and then I have some charisma, because why not have charisma? The reason this actually works is because you get hand-and-a-half training as an artificer, so you don't have to use repeating crossbows, even though they're really good. Like, they're really, really good. Don't get me wrong, they're good. But by using hand-and-a-half weapon, I play a character that's not using a crossbow. You see, that's really the trick here. So, yeah. And then I have my own custom cosmetic that I made for this weapon. The idea behind this character was to emulate the character Mega Man X from the Mega Man X video game series. In the 6th game, he gets to pick up and use Zero's sword, so I try to emulate that sword. I did okay. There aren't a lot of options in this game for like a fully blue kind of like lightsaber type weapon. So this is actually a green steel weapon skinned with a Chaos cosmetic effect. So it's very cool. If you want one yourself, that's how you do it. And then the other hand, I just use my rune arm. Single weapon fighting is really what pulls all this character together. The extra rune arm damage is great, but the single weapon fighting allows me to still deal substantial melee damage while I'm, running around killing people. So that's cool stuff. So before we get started with the actual playing the game and the video game and the fun things and the fun times, I'm going to start off with our weekly VIP roll so you guys can watch me roll something terrible again. Unless I get a lasting potion of 10 magical resistance rating. That's pretty cool. Take that experience. Thank you. Give me some magical resistance rating potion. And I got even more platinum pieces. Yeah, rich. The only weapons I actually am using right now, I have a bastard sword of magnetism. Magnetism because it increases the damage of my gun arm, which is obvious. It's obvious use. I'm hoping to get a magnetism ring or necklace or something like that that'll actually scale those things together. And I also have a muckbane for hitting oozes. So today, we're going to be doing a couple things. We're going to be starting off with the Catacombs, really great quest series. I love the Catacombs, I think it's very cool. I'm hoping that with my arm cannon, because I can shoot lots of enemies, shoot through enemies, kill lots of monsters, that'll be decently effective. We're going to see though, I don't actually know. Why do I hear no music? Oh, here we go. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun time, everybody. It's gonna be a fun time. I tell you, it's gonna be a good time. Yeah, but this character's pretty cool. I'm basically like Mega Man. I run around with my sword slashing at stuff. I get to shoot out energy beams, which is pretty cool. Can't go wrong with energy beams. Very cool stuff. So we're gonna do that. It's gonna be fun. Of course, as a Warforged, I still get the ability to heal myself, which is really important. It makes me just completely self-sufficient. I mean, I could be self-sufficient if I was playing a human, but as Warforged is more important. Also, this is what was voted on by the stream anyway. So that's what we're going to be playing. I can buy myself a cleric. Get out of here, favorite soul. Buy a cleric because if we're doing the catacombs, I obviously don't need a cleric to heal me because I heal myself as an artificer. But if you're going to be going to fight undead, there's really no reason not to buy yourself a cleric. You know what I'm saying? So open up my group so anyone can come on and join me. The level is maximum level 5, so we'll do 3 to 5, and we'll be starting with the catacombs. Friar's niece. Friar's niece. Where are you, the Friar's niece? Marguerite. Catacombs. Elite. Update party. Bam. And then anyone can come join me. So if you're watching the stream, you're like, man, I don't watch the stream. I want to play a video game. Please, come on and join me. It'll be a great time. Now, the cool thing about the weapon cosmetic is that it applies to all one-handed weapons. So what it means is if I actually swap to my Muckbane, instead of using my boss-ass sword, when I swap to the Muckbane, it still looks like I have my Mega Man sword. So no matter what weapon I'm using, even if it's not the ideal bastard sword, which is what I want to be using, it'll still be doing, this, it'll have the same kind of effectiveness. The other important points to note is getting Rune Arm Overcharge so that my stable charge tier will be 3. It's very important, so that way I can charge up to 3 while just walking around. Welcome, welcome. I'm just heading in now. So yeah, it's a cool concept. Decently effective. Welcome, welcome. Just heading into the first part of Catacombs right now. You always gotta be friendly. You gotta welcome people. You gotta say, hey, this is what we're doing today. Now, of course, I'm summoning a cleric. If people people are joining. You know, I don't even need to summon a cleric. Welcome, welcome. Just stepped inside the first part. Look at this! I've never had this happen. People are just joining my group. People tell me it's hard to find groups. I don't know, man. I seem to be having a pretty good time right here. Now, I don't... Whoa! That did 50 damage? Pretty short range. I will say that. Pretty short range at tier 1. But man, it's hitting twice for some reason. That's interesting. I didn't realize it actually hits twice. Now I could fight all these monsters, or I could run down to the end of this hallway, which is what I think I'm going to do. Jabberwocky. I can do part, but we'll have to log. Hey, no problem, Jabberwocky. Just join for whatever you can. What do we got here? We have Lysasha, a ranger adventurer using acid arrows. I like that. I support these acid arrows. I very much support the acid arrows. And we have Bodega, the bard fighter. So it's a swashbuckler, and swashbucklers are super mega ultra OP. So, I approve. I highly approve. So the cool thing is, because I can enchant my own weapons, and then I also get damage from the extra rune arm, and the weapon itself actually does damage. You're going to see dice flying across the screen, just like covering up the entirety of the screen. So it's kind of cool. It makes you feel like you're doing a lot of damage, even if you may not always be doing a lot of damage. Now, there is a couple downsides to this character the way it is right now. And that's basically that I don't have any kind of cleave or anything, which I wish I did have. Damn. 57 lightning damage? Holy moly. That's what I call a full charge. That's when I have charge tier 3, when I'm just walking around. So I just stand here, charge up to 3, then shoot lightning down the entire corridor. Kind of cool. Although definitely in melee, because it seems to hit twice when I use it in melee. Although he had lightning weakness, cool. The thing is, you can actually charge it really quick and get like a rapid fire. The rune arm costs nothing if you've never used it before. So, pretty useful. So I can just keep firing this for that extra 17 damage all the time, or that extra 22, or whatever it is. It also scales up your evocation DCs. Alright, good work everybody. Make sure to update by talking to the friar. And then, I believe we have to go up and talk to the guy, the archbishop. Oh, I got my quest reward. Oh my god, I almost skipped it. Alright, what do we got here? I got a covert cloak. Hide 8 for level 6. Pretty good. Intelligence 3? Not bad. I think Intelligence 3 is pretty good. I'm going to take Intelligence 3. Oh, forgot. I have to talk. I believe you have to talk to him twice. Make sure you talk to the friar twice after you hand in your quest. Talk to him again. So how are you guys doing tonight? How's everybody doing? You know, I'm here talking about playing the game, but I got all these super cool people, you know, watching me. What's going on? What's up? What's new? What's been shaking in your world? Is anybody playing some cool characters? Anybody TR recently? You know, what's new, guys? Because I just TR'd, and it's pretty cool. I like hearing about, you know, other people's cool ideas. Anybody got a cool character that they're playing right now? Cool accomplishment? Did you just finish that legendary green steel item? Because I sure didn't. I TR'd. No legendary green steel for me. It was also very impulsive, too. I was kind of just sitting at home, and I'm, like, playing my character. I was kind of impulsive. It was, like, pretty impulsive. Inside part 2 elite. It was pretty impulsive. I was playing, and I got, what did I do? I was playing, and I got the feat, the arcane, what do you call it? Knowledge, or the power of knowledge, or whatever it is, that mixes your arcane blast and arcane bolt, increases your damage by a very, very substantial amount. It's 90 spell power and 60% damage, or crit damage at max level. That ability is absolutely ridiculous. It's completely overpowered. It's super overpowered. Not so good with just the feat, though. Using only force damage as my character was, it wasn't really strong enough. But if I had just been using regular spells, like Fireball, and maybe been in Draconic Incarnation, holy cow, it would have been good. Vornami, congrats on your legendary green steel short sword tier 2. Why are you using a short sword, man? Why not a rapier? Almost everybody uses rapier. What's the deal with the short sword? That's cool. Not saying it's bad. Not saying it's bad. Everybody I see uses rapier because it's got the same damage, but the better critical profile. Oh, I'm glad you're... And I see 2 people are trying my build, both Rothko and Saint Janably 3? I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but I tried my best. I'm glad you both TR'd into it. It's a very cool build. I happen to like it a lot. I thought it was super cool. The best thing about it is it's really easy to play. So if you're like, you don't really feel like playing DDO that much, or like you're really tired, you can very easily just like kind of phone it in with that character. You just let it auto attack and pew 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 its way down. Hey man, just do it up. I think it's kind of cool. Before I made this build, on my own personal stream, a little while ago, I had a lot of people, why is chat not loading? It just says chat connected to the server. Oh, because it's not loading my chat. Because it only loads my chat, so I can't have the chat on here. That's why it's not loading chat. Huh. Okay, well I guess I have to get rid of that. Damn. I have to find a new way to get chat on screen. Because I can do it during on my own stream, because it loads my chat. But I'll have to figure out a way to get it to load the DDO stream chat. Hey Edward, how you doing today?
The south wing. This way you hit.
But yeah, no, I think it's super cool that you just decided to go with short sword. When I was first making this character, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna use bastard swords, and then somebody was like, well, why don't you use dwarven axes because they have the better critical multiplier, or why don't you just use long swords or something, because you know then you don't have to take the feat, and you don't have to get the high strength, so you can actually use, or not high strength, hit the 13 base, so you can use the sword. And I was like, because I want to use a bastard sword. I want one, so I wanna use one. That's all it is. I just want to use a bastard sword, you know. Oh, cool. Good job, everybody. All right, finish out, and then make sure you go up and talk to Dryden, and then come back down for part 3. Let me see if I can set this up midstream. I might be able to do it. Hold on, let me see this. There we go. Here we go. Cool. So talk to this guy. He'll give me a crappy item I probably don't want. Actually, maybe. I mean, +3 trip on gloves is pretty good. Intimidate and diplomacy from what item? Holy cow. I think we're just going to go with heroic deeds. I think it's pretty good. Cool. And now we head down to part 3. Okay. Nope, I can't use it. Okay, so I can't do it because I don't own the stream, but I will figure out a way later so I can get it to go on. Why do you specifically go with acid for your bow build? What makes it inferior to the other elements? There's actually a couple reasons for that one. So the biggest reason I didn't go with, I had a lot of different suggestions. The big reason I didn't go with fire is because everything is immune to fire. If you play this game, all monsters are immune to fire. Sure, there are sometimes skeletons made out of ice and stuff like that. But demons, yeah, they're all made of fire. Devils, yeah, they're all made of fire, are immune to fire. Fire elementals, man, you can bet there's a lot of fire elementals in this game. And fire elementals, holy cow, are they made of fire. At the time that I was playing and doing the build, some of the biggest quests that you would run quite frequently had lots of monsters that were immune to fire. So I don't want to deal with it. Fire immune creatures are annoying, and if that was my only damage source, like that would just be way too much to handle. So fire was automatically out, which then brings me to the next one, which would have been frost. Frost is a similar situation to fire, which is that there are a lot of monsters that are also just happen to be immune to frost, like skeletons. Skeletons are immune to frost, and there's a lot of damn skeletons in this game. The idea that I would have a damage type that would do nothing against skeletons would just make leveling through the early game kind of like a chore, you know? Obviously, I could respec it, but I didn't really feel like doing that. So I just kind of went with the oh my god, I was typing in chat and I fell down. Now I gotta fight spiders. So I skipped over ice. I didn't think that ice would have been a good fit, although I do love ice. Ice is probably my favorite of the 4 elements you could choose, just because I like the ice theme. You know, when I first started playing, the idea that you could freeze guys solid and they would shatter, that was the coolest thing to me. So I love that. Next up was electric. Electric seemed like a very good fit when compared to acid. However, I went with acid over electric simply because I went with acid over top of electric because when I played through the game as an artificer, I played a full caster artificer, and full caster artificer, unfortunately, has a problem where someone wants to join the group. Oh, that's just gonna happen. Is that magnetic? Wow! Magnetic of potency 25! This item's infinitely better than my item. Okay. I gotta update this. I totally forgot to update this. Welcome, welcome. We're inside on part 3. This is the old archives. So yeah. So, the issue, as I said there, the big issue... Oh my god, put this on. Wow. The big issue that came up from this was that... hey, give me that. Using electric damage, because I just leveled it through a TR on the Artificer. Artificer spells are almost all electric. So, you find monsters that are immune to electric damage.
Up and downstairs.
The big one, it was the big first one was ochre jellies. Ochre jellies are immune to lightning damage. That's really, really annoying. So I didn't want to deal with that. So I just said, screw it, get out of here, ochre jellies. And I mean, yeah. Outside of that, I just went with ochre jellies. Every time you fight an ochre jelly, you can't hit it. There's also a couple other creatures that are immune to electric damage. I'm pretty sure at least one of the demons is kind of immune to electric damage, so I just didn't want to use it. That's pretty much it. I just didn't really want to use electric, which is why I then went with acid, because there are very, very few creatures that are actually immune to acid damage, and the ones that are generally aren't very dangerous. Now, of course, demons and devils, because they have resistance to different elements, a lot of them have resistance to acid, which kind of sucks. But, I mean, sometimes you gotta make sacrifices, right? So yeah, that's essentially why I went with acid. I thought that acid would just do the most damage because it would have the least amount of creatures that would be totally immune to it. As I said, both acid and electric are very good damage types because very, very few creatures that are immune to each. But I just remember hitting ochre jellies and being like, damn, I can't hit these ochre jellies. And because they're immune to electric damage. I'm trying to think, there's another creature that's immune to electric damage that's really important. It's not like cloud giants or anything like that. None of the giants are immune to electric. Oh well. But yeah, so that's why I went with acid. It's not so much it's not so much that the other elements are inferior. It's just that, and because remember, fire can also have very niche moments. There are also a lot of ice creatures in the game, and there also are a lot of fire creatures in the game. So picking fire or ice, you're going to be doing double damage against way more creatures. There are almost no creatures that you deal double damage against with electric or with acid. But fire and ice, all the time, man. There's fire and ice creatures everywhere that take double damage. So it's super useful to have. However, if that's your main source of damage, it makes it kind of difficult. It's not a situation where you can just avoid the damage as though you're playing a sorcerer or something, which would be great. If you could just avoid the damage and just kind of like ignore some of the the damage reduction of monsters, that would be super cool. But that's not really an option as an arcane archer in the build that I did. I considered testing it with a few levels of sorcerer, like 2 levels of sorcerer, to see if I could actually have the fact that the damage scales, or so that the damage is kind of like a spell, to see if it... Wow, that lightning damage. You see that? Holy cow. I mean, I know I'm bragging, like, wow, did you see my damage, guys? Did you see how high my damage was? But damn. Yeah, hitting trolls with acid is pretty sweet. That's why fire would have also been good. Stopping regeneration is really important, because regeneration just kind of sucks. When monsters regenerate, you just feel bad. You do a bunch of damage, and then they get all their health back, and you're like, well, why am I playing the game? I have to uninstall now. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, lag. No, doggy, don't die. Yeah. Good boy, Rush. Also, my dog is named Rush. My dog is named Rush because Mega Man. So, deal with it.
You hear scratching sounds.
This is Flicker, I think? No, this is Chimera's Breath. Chimera's Breath. Flicker's level 3. Chimera's Breath comes out of the House D chain, the Sentinels of Stormreach. And it's fantastic. It gives me this cool electric blast ability, which does a bunch of damage, and it's basically a melee ability, because it only shoots directly in front of you. It's like a pseudo cleave. So that's pretty cool. But even better, it actually gives proficiency with Bastard Swords. Now, of course, I already have proficiency with Bastard Swords, but if I didn't, this handy dandy little tool would have given me proficiency with Bastard Swords. So I'm going to stand back here, get fully charged, and then empty my charge into all of these guys' faces. Kaboom! I love it. I feel like I'm running around like I'm some kind of Mega Man's. I got my sword, I got my gun cannon, and it just looks awesome. I love the arm cannon for one of that big reasons. It just looks super cool. It's also decently effective when you're in big clumps like this, because I can keep, blasting out Mega Man cannon over and over. I mean, obviously I know it's called the Rune Arm and not the Mega Man cannon, but yes. And for those of you who might be wondering, this is still a 100% champion build. I only play champion builds from now on. All of my builds will in fact be champions. Because as I've said before in previous streams, we are the champions. But yeah, so it's pretty good. Most people play as the Ranged Artificer, and you have to understand, I get it. I know why they play as the Ranged Artificer. Ranged Artificer is really, really good. If you haven't had the opportunity to play as a Ranged Artificer yet, holy crap, are you missing out? That thing is so easy to play. You literally just run around, shoot guys for 1,000,000 damage. Like there were a lot of characters that could actually outdamage me when I was playing the Arcane Archer build. Stupid repeating crossbow artificers 100% could. Artificers and rogues had the ability, depending on who was behind the keyboard, who was at the wheel. If there was a pretty decent player behind the wheel, it was very likely that they could actually keep up with me, or even sometimes outdamage me. As horrifying as this to think about, I know. However, it is one of those things that might sometimes happen when you're playing as the Arcane Archer Ranger. Sometimes, if somebody's got crazy gear, they might just roll over you and damage. This is especially true if somebody has a lot of different lives, because if you play Ranger and you do a Ranger life, when you finish you get +2 range damage. So if you've got 3 Ranger lives and you got 3 Monk lives, you're adding +9 to your damage with every ranged attack. That doesn't get reduced when you're using a repeating crossbow. That just deals full damage. So when you're dealing that much extra full damage, 9 per shot, and you're doing 3-round bursts, that's 27 extra base damage per burst. That's hilarious how much extra damage that is. That's almost unfair how much extra damage that is. So you gotta be careful. Oh yeah, man, Blast Rod crits, I'm telling you, that build is so much fun. I think one of my favorite things about that build, though, is because nobody's ever seen Blast Rod before, and they don't know what it does. When I played that build, I got so many tells from people who are like, hey, what spell is that? I've never seen that ability before. What are you doing? Because they just never seen Blast Rod. Good feeling, man. It's a good feeling when you get to bring something to the masses. Oh, I forgot another important thing about this. Artificers don't cast spells. They use infusions. And what's really important is that Artificers also don't wear heavy armor. They wear light armor. They don't have proficiency with heavy armor. But when you play as a Warforged, if you equip Adamantine Plating, the feat, Adamantine Body, you don't actually need proficiency with it to use it. It has no penalty as long as you take the feat. There's no penalty, you just kind of get it. And there's 2 reasons. One, I think it's because if you spent the feat on heavy armor anyway, blah blah blah, you wouldn't take a penalty because you spent the feat on it. But if you were a wizard, you'd have to take light, then medium, then heavy. Whereas, because I'm playing a Warforged, I can just take Adamantine right away, the heavy. It makes sense thematically, because, if it's literally what you're made of, then, obviously, it's not going to affect you negatively if that's what you're constructed of, because you know how to use it. Although there's some understanding of Arcane spell failure. But because I use infusions and not actual spells, I don't have spell failure. Not having spell failure is super cool, because it means I can wear Adamantine Plating, which is what I'm using right now, get into combat, and use my damage reduction and physical resistance rating to take very little damage. So this character can also not only do cool damage with its cool, lightning spells and stuff like that. Look at that, 96 damage? Bam, that's awesome. Not only can I do really cool stuff with my lightning spells and things, and look very, very, very cool and very stylish, but also I'm pretty tanky too, which is very convenient. But yeah, Master of Artifice is very cool. It adds a ton of damage to Blast Rod. I really like it for sure. I'd be drinking coffee normally at this time of night. I find myself falling asleep too late recently though, because I think it's because I'm just drinking a little bit too much coffee when it gets too close to bedtime. So because, as I already said, I'm going to be ending the stream a little bit early, I'm going to try to help with that process. So I'm going to be drinking a little bit less coffee so I'll actually be able to fall asleep once the stream is over. Normally I do like a Strimstream after dark kind of thing. I won't be doing that today. So... Oh yeah, all the master spells, so Master of Artifice, Master of whatever, Master of like Fire and all that stuff is super, super broken. If you haven't had a chance to play with it, all those master spells, I'll show them off here, are master feats. So epic feats, I scroll down. All these ones, Master of Air, Artifice, Earth, Fire, whatever, these are super, mega, ultra broken. They're super broken, every single one of them. Except for, wait, there's one of them that's not broken. Is it Master of Light? I think it's maybe Master of Light that's not broken. Master of Light's not really broken. But the rest of them are like crazy, crazy broken. It's almost comical how stupid broken they are. Oh, I can't see anything. So, because they add base damage. And that's really the important thing. They don't just add damage. It's not like, oh, they just increase the amount of damage you deal or something like that. They actually add base damage. Adding base damage is really, really important because it scales with all of your additional scaling. So for example, if I have 100 spell power, that increases my damage by 100%. If I add another 100 spell power, so I go from 100 to 200, that increases my damage by 50%. Because if I already have 200% spell power, 200% to 300, again, it's only a 50% change, or if my damage is at 200% because I get an extra 100. However, base damage is not quite the same, because if I make my base, which starts lower, so if my base damage is 100, and then I double that from 100 to 200, and I still have my 100 bonus, that's actually going to multiply it. It's actually going to multiply. I built a chart that shows off the actual damage changes, which I can actually pull up maybe? I can pull up the chart. I can do that while running around, can't I? Did we do it? Oh, that's it. We're at the center. Cool. Let me see if I can pull up that image. I've actually never seen the B-Shot rune arm because I have never done Legendary Hound of Madness. I don't play at level 30. I'm like the worst person to ask when it comes to level 30. I don't know too much about the end game. The end game that I used to play it was level 16, and I know I could play at level 30. I TR. I'm not a complete, like, I don't have completionist yet on this character, and I want to get it. So here we go. Copy image. So this, if you're wondering, this is a chart that I made so that you could see the actual damage changes. All right, I'm gonna finish. Yeah. Yeah, this is a chart that I made of the actual damage, so it shows the percent damage increase. So the old low end and top end, and then their average, and then the new one if you have the feat. So basically, and that's assuming that you have a spell power of 600. Getting a spell power of 600 is not incredibly difficult at, like, if you're a spell focused character, getting a spell power of 600 at level 30 is not incredibly difficult. So for some of those spells that are on that list, you know, it's an okay damage increase. Like Death Aura doesn't really get that big of a damage increase. It's not that much. Negative Energy Burst, though, so that's a 76% increase in damage. Pretty good. Blasting Rod gets a 100% increase in damage. Pretty good. Can't argue with that one. And 100% increase in your damage is like a lot. Like if something's like a little bit underpowered or just not, just a little bit under being competitive with other classes, it's like, okay, you know, you could make it a little better. 100, so maybe like 10% or 20%, because until you actually up the numbers, you don't actually know how it's going to turn out. But a 100% damage increase, that's a damage increase, okay? Like that is a damage increase. I'm telling you. Also, some other good things to note in there: Nyax Biting Cold, Divine Punishment, and I believe, yeah, there's no, it's actually just Nyax Biting Cold, yeah. Lightning Bolt gives a good damage. Acid Blast, Fireball, all the same. Greater Shout got a okay damage increase. Shout got a huge damage increase, so you can combo the two. Holy Smite when hitting evil targets is pretty good. So like I said, there's still some good abilities.
The secret aura surrounding this place puts you at ease.
Tasty. Setting the wards. The Patriarch's Crypt? No, setting the wards the lower crypt.
The power of the duality pulses in the air.
Now, also what's really cool is I'm an Artificer, so I can actually disable all of the traps here. I also have a huge disable. Disable's pretty big, so I don't have to worry about screwing up any of these traps. I'm assuming I should be able to keep my search high enough so I can actually search everything. I have a decent item, but we'll have to see. Hey, what's up, Wizard Man? How you doing today? Oh, brown rats, what the hell? Ah, rats! Yeah, man, the lightning bolts. I love it. It's so cool. It just looks cool, man. It's all about looking cool, I tell ya. Oh, the trap's are over there. Okay. Let's just go over there, then. Ow, that really hurt. I took 50 damage. Wait, where's the trap? You have to be able to disable it, can't you? Lightning Bolt versus Blasting Rod? Blasting Rod's better. Well, okay. They're different. Oh, right. Gotta face the control pattern. Blasting Rod and Lightning Bolt are just different. This is really, really important to understand. Blasting Rod and Lightning Bolt are very strictly different. Blasting Rod has like a cone shape directly in front of your caster, so it hits a very large amount of targets when compared to Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt is pretty much a single target spell. You can hit lots of targets, but actually getting it to target properly is a very interesting endeavor. I prefer Blasting Rod just for the targeting purposes. However, Lightning Bolt has a much higher top-end potential because of the rebound. Because it can hit twice in one spell, it's got a potential to be a very high damage. I'm doing pretty good, Wizard Man. I TR'd my character into the Mega Man X build. This character is built and modeled after the legendary hero of 2100X, Mega Man X. I got my gun. So, you know, it's pretty good. And I have my Z Saber, so I'm doing pretty good here. There are obviously some drawbacks to this character. I don't have I don't change color, of course, which is a big problem. Hey, die. Not changing color when I change Rune Arm is like a massive problem, and I don't think I can fix that. I can't change my base armor color when I change Rune Arm. If I could, then this character would be absolutely perfect, but I'm just not able to do that.
Somebody broke it.
With a rusty shriek, the bars of the Conflagration Chapel rise. Words are etched in the archway. The altar
So,
of the
yeah,
conflagration
it's pretty good though. I like just having the Rune Arm, just being able to like constantly shoot out the blasts. Now, of course, I want to get my intelligence higher and my DCs a bit higher. These are supposed to scale up your evocation DCs. So as long as I keep my evocation DCs relatively high, I should be doing a very, a competitive and good amount of damage. Gotta keep the evocation DCs high though. It's really important. My evocation DCs right now, I don't have a bonus. I should be able to take spell focus evocation though, because your Rune Arm scales off your evocation DC. There's actually a formula that's on the wiki that I don't know. I don't know it off by heart. I like kind of know what it is. Ooh, feather falling boots. Cool, I'll take that. I don't have feather falling boots. And they give me +2 on my trip, which I don't need, but I can have anyway. Cool. That's sick. Ooh, I'm getting turned around here. Yeah, let's go this way. Boots, a feather falling? Cool. And I get my intelligence to damage right now, so I'm still adding like +7 to my chance to hit. Which is pretty good. Oh, hey, what's up? Oh, what's up, ghouls? Get charge 3. Boom. Maybe. Did I miss with that? How did that miss? That was weird. How did that miss? I was like right in front of the guys. Ah, well. Oh well. Oh man, that's weird. So yeah, no, it's pretty good character. I really wasn't sure what I was going to be playing. The votes were really split. A lot of people wanted me to play the Bard. A lot of people wanted me to play the Bard. But actually, what ended up happening is when I decided to talk about the characters, and I sat down and described, like, I had the thing where I talked about where I get my ideas from. And I totally described it. I just laid it down for the masses. Like, this is where Strimstream gets his ideas, and how they came about. The vote completely changed. All of a sudden, my Cleric Arcane Archer build, my 0 damage Arcane Archer Cleric build, which is pretty much all about just being a full Cleric, so 20 levels of Cleric, but you go Radiant Servant. The idea is that you have very, very high healing instead of damage, and you just use your Wisdom to be able to paralyze with Paralyzing Arrows. Really cool, really interesting idea. Had a big problem, though, in that... Oh, wait, that looks like a trap. Wait, shit. I totally forgot about these traps. Whoopsie. Okay. Welcome. Damn, I'm like bad. I can't believe that happened. I did not even remember the traps. Alright, it's cool. Use the shrine, or the sarcophagi, and we're gonna run to the next part. But yeah, so... where was I? I don't remember. I was saying something important, then I died.
Traps. Get it.
But you know, the build's pretty cool though. I like it. I don't like dying to traps because I'm bad, but that's not important. You didn't see that anyway. Have I played the Icebreaker Bard? I haven't played the Icebreaker Bard. I don't even know what it is. I will look at it, but I can tell you I have not played it. I haven't played a Bard yet, or I haven't played a Bard in a long time. Oh yeah, I was talking about the Arcane Archer Cleric. So basically, after describing it, and apparently after a bunch of people heard it in the polls that I put up, the vote 100% changed, and the Arcane Archer Cleric was like tied for first with the Mega Man X build, even though I thought I was going to be playing the Spell Singer, which is good ability or good character. Yeah. Well, welcome. We're heading into the second last part, Endgame Marguerite. But yeah, I thought I was going to be playing the Spell Singer Bard that I had set up, but the vote completely changed. Ended up going with the Mega Man X build because that's the one that won when I TR'd my character. Vorpal Bastard Sword. Vorpal and its Insightful Magnetism, so it's even higher than my Insightful Magnetism. That's so cool! I want that! Yo, I'm getting all the good items today, everybody. Check it out! That is super cool! Oh my god, now I have a Vorpal weapon? Are you serious? Cool! I mean, okay, I'm fighting undead, so totally useless, but that's super cool. But unfortunately I haven't played Bard. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. I'm still gonna have a vote for my next life, but I'm not 100th level yet, so I can actually be able to put up a poll like that. Although I can tell you, I haven't had a lot of time to play this character, so I just haven't had a lot of time. But if I did, I'd be playing this character all of the time. This one is super fun. I'm really enjoying the Artificer. And God, just the lightning damage and just being melee is super cool. I haven't been melee in a while, so just being able to play a melee is a lot of fun. Of course, this is not your standard barbarian melee, but the thing is, I'm also playing a character on the side right now. I'm playing a druid, a Warforged druid that is full caster. Where's my wolf? That's weird. But I'm playing a full caster wolf druid. Really cool, really fun character. Dismiss pet. Summon a new one. And I'm definitely going to do the full caster wolf build on this character. I really want to do a life of full caster wolf build. Full caster wolf build's really cool. The idea is you just use your wisdom for all the wolf spells. And it might be like insane, like full caster wolf, but you get the cooldowns on your spells. Oh man, you don't even know. It's really good. Having that cold breath and getting mana every time you melee stuff, so you have infinity mana to throw around. Really useful. Ooh, feather falling. I'm not used to feather falling, I'm gonna be honest. I don't have feather falling like any of my class or any of my characters. So just feather falling around is like really weird. Treasure bag and a remnant and treasure bag. Where's the... Yeah, 65 damage. That's what I'm talking about. The cool thing also about your rune arms is that the artificer's damage with rune arms actually just goes up as I level up. So the higher level I get to, the more damage I'm going to be doing with my rune arm. So I don't even have to like get more spell power, which of course I'm going to try to do with whatever rune arm I end up using at the time. But yeah, I don't even have to like try to level it up. It just will go up on its damage on its own. So I'm at 113 electric spell power, not too bad. The other cool thing is because when my rune armor is charged up, I get all these bonus stats. So I get like bonus spell power and stuff. And it's universal spell power, so it also affects my repairing and other things. So I just get 8 for running around, which is super useful. Oh, get the trip, son. It means I can still trip stuff, and you know, it's melee, man. Melee's fun. I don't know how I didn't play melee for like 3 lives in a row. I'm a big melee fan. I played a bunch of spellcasters. The Arcane Archer build I think is really what did it to me. Although admittedly the 3 lives on this character, I say, oh my god, I haven't played melee in so long. But when I show my feats and I go to my past lives, my heroic past lives, I have 3 lives of Paladin already because I played melee all the time. Gotta love me some melee. Oh, it's over? Oh crap, we're done. Sweet. Oh, what? How did I climb over that wall? Is everybody in? I think Falaz is in. Cool. Alright, heading into the last part. And then after this, I don't know what quest I'm supposed to do. Jeez. How do I even know? It's almost like I have this handy-dandy quest log that will tell me what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, seek Dryden's Council. Whoops, wrong quest. I'll reset it. Reset. Endgame the Archbishop's Fate on Elite. Okay, I want to make sure everyone's in here before we do it, because that's just common courtesy. You don't want to do stuff before everyone's inside. Gotta refresh. Who are we missing? Falaz? You coming? Falaz? Oh, French keyboard! God damn it. Happens all the time, because I got the multiple language keyboard. So, you hit Control and Alt at the same time, and it goes through your keyboards. God damn, Archbishop Dryden. He's like, what? I'm not an evil person. I just happen to have iron defenders, and one of them is a champion. I'm not the bad guy. You don't want to fight me. I don't actually know what he has to say. Oh, man. Warlock. So what do we got here? We got a Arcane Archer Ranger with acid arrows. Highly recommended. We got a Warlock. Highly recommended. We got a Paladin. Highly recommended. Bards are super OP. And we got Falaz, who is a half-elf Bard Warlock. I don't even know what to say to that one. I don't know how to play Bard... Sorry, I don't know how to play half-elves, so... Okay, he loaded in. Okay, we're good. Let's do it. She told me It was you who sought duality. You gullible Warforged finally figured it out, did you? That's right, it was me all along, Arcasic Dryden. No problem. I'm finalizing my strategy for the TDO Wiki 10th Anniversary Prize of Quarterman right now. If you want a prize and have not gotten in touch with me, select prizes, do it now. That's right, everybody. If you happen to win a prize for the DDO Wiki 10th Anniversary Prize, or for the DDO Wiki 10th Anniversary, make sure you get in contact with Tactical 13. It's very important, because then you can't get your prize. My God, you got to get your prize, everybody. Cool. I'm going to do the Shanticore related quests, so starting with Shag's Helm and then Shanticore. So stick around if you want to do Shag's Helm and then Shanticore. Oh, what do we got here? Cloaks I don't want, hats I don't want, chest pieces I don't want, ogre braces, I don't want that. False Life 10 is not a bad item. I just don't want a Candlelight, I already have that. I'll take the Renown. Dang. Shag's Helm next. I don't know how to spell Shag's Helm. That's right, do it. Thanks for coming, guys. Shag's Helm. Shag's Helm? Where's Shag's Helm? Sacred Helm. Oh, no problem. Sacred Helm. Helm plus SDK Elite update. Now, I actually don't know if I'll be able to get the traps in SDK Part 3 because my search is only 17. So I'm going to quickly go up here. I'm also going to buy potions. I got to buy heroism potions so it gives me +2 on my search. I should be able to get it, but I don't know. I think I can get my search up to 20. 20. Meme generator. Am I going to click a link from a website called Meme Generator? Are we really memeing right now? You know, I agree with that. I think, because I don't know if I won, but just in case, you should also give me a prize too. I mean, I think that's really just the only way to go. I'm just gonna buy heroism potions so I can make sure I can get the traps inside SDK. I don't know why I don't have heroism potions. I really should. Top deck. What's this meme? What is this meme? I'm being memed here. Do it now. Getting memed. It's Arnold. I did not think Arnold Schwarzenegger was a meme though. Like if I'm thinking about like some top-notch memes, I'm thinking about like are you copywriting the DDO Wiki and a 10th anniversary? Are you copywriting 10th anniversaries? You know, there's your meme. Gotta stay on top of your memes, kids. Gotta keep your meme game in check. Else you fall behind. Let's see what we got here. Potions of heroes.
Rebuffing my resists.
Yeah, sounds good. Alright, cool. Now I have 50 potions of heroism, so I can be a hero. A hero. It's as much for me as for you, because how bad would you feel if you failed to give me a prize or everything? See, I agree with you. Listen, man, like, you know, you've got perfect flawless logic, dude. Because it's that exact situation, you know? If you ran into a situation where, you know, you were trying to give away a prize, you know, you'd feel bad. Where am I running to? Where am I going right now? Oh, this guy. I wanted to go to this guy. I accept your honor. He's gonna give me an extra backpack slot, so I don't have to, like, spend all my crap right now, and I can just go to the quest. Alright. The Icebreaker Freezing Warchanter Bard? Oh. The problem with this build is it doesn't have 20 levels of Bard. Right away. Like, that's the first thing you see. When you click Icebreaker, a Freezing Warchanter, like, it could be a really strong build. It could be a very, very strong build. But the big problem with this very strong build is at right at the top there. Icebreaker, Bard 12. Well, that's not 20 Bard. Or Bard 16. Still not 20 Bard. The levels of Bard is not high enough. Have I ever had trouble giving away a prize? I haven't had trouble giving away a prize. That's never happened to me. I've never had a situation where I haven't been able to give away a prize. Side note, just so you know, the prize giveaway is live. So you have to be here if you want to get the prize. So make sure you are here if you want to get it. Yeah, probably. But make sure you are here if you want to get the prize. It's really, really important. I can't, like, if you're not here, I can't give you anything. So if you want to win the starter pack, please be here. Also, type something in chat. It registers chat since the start of the stream, so to be eligible, you have to have typed anything in at any point. So that's what I'm saying. You know, I've done it. I've lived the nightmare of like trying to give away prizes and it doesn't work out immediately. So I agree. You should just give prizes to like every single person. You know, it's just easier that way. Oh, crap. I totally did not even think about the fighter DC. That's true. Although, think about it this way. The starter pack is something that I'm going to enlist somebody to link that in chat. Who wants to link a starter pack? If you can link the Turbine starter pack, you will win a prize. Oh, good job, Tyler G. You win a prize! And the prize is the satisfaction of knowing you helped somebody out. That's what I can do for you. Can't give you an actual prize because I have to save it. I'm not made of money. I'm made of metal. I'm warforged. Dwarven Axe of Magnetism. Holy macaroni. 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 There you go. There's the prize. That's right. And guess what, Tyler G? You're the only one that gets to have that prize. Nobody else gets the self-satisfaction of knowing they help people. Everyone else that's in the chat, they didn't help anybody. You guys are of lower quality than Tyler G. Tyler G is like top notch in my books. You got my respect, man. That's what you won. So somebody will be like, "What does respect look like?" And I'll be like, "Oh, you know, Tyler G 2010." It's pretty easy. It's just that, like, if you go to the dictionary and you look at, you know, a good person, which is 2 words, but whatever. You look it up in the dictionary, and you see a picture of Tyler G. You know, do you see a picture? Do you see a picture of Rock Godding? No, because we didn't link it. You know, for the masses. It's crazy. It's crazy. I know how it happens so fast. One day you're just sitting in Twitch chat, and the next day you're a world-renowned idol for being generally just a hero of you know, the entire world, really, at large. But you know, it just happens. Some people got it and some people don't. Some people got it and some people don't. It goes by so fast. Kids grow up, they leave the nest, fly away. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I don't know what I'm going on about. Yeah, I don't know how many people were here when I started my shtick at the beginning of the stream, where I was like being all manic and not really making a lot of sense. But for those of you that don't know, the fine people at Turbine have made terrible decisions with their lives and their product, and they have decided to invite me to join the Players' Council. So as a result, I have accepted, and I've decided to take the time to, you know, I'm going to take the time. I'm going to do what I can to better improve the community, you know, and come up with ideas and suggestions and feedback. Give real hard-hitting feedback that will actually help out to those in the community, and also to me. Mostly to me. It's generally going to be a very self-serving relationship. So while I will serve my term on the Player Council, I'll be doing things I'll try to convince the people at Turbine to enhance the classes that I like to play the most. I'm sorry if we have differing class taste. I'll try to make sure that the classes that I like get the most love. And that's a promise. And for all of you that don't understand sarcasm, that was sarcasm. I'm going to try to do stuff for the good of all players. So we'll see what happens. I will. Don't worry. There's a lot to talk about. But I'm going to do everything I can. You know, I'm going to do everything I can to make the game as fun as possible. However, that's one of the reasons why. No, it's not the only reason why I was holding discussion sessions at the end of my streams. I actually just like genuinely hearing about what other people have to say about the game, because like this is my favorite game. Like I just want a. Oh shit! You want a real prize, Tyler? Holy guacamole! There you go, Technical 13, super Christmas man in here. Who's that Christmas guy? Christmas Kringle? Something? That's basically Technical 13. You look up Christmas Kringle in the dictionary, you're gonna find a picture of Technical 13. So that's insane. But yeah, so if you actually, that's the reason why I was holding discussion sections. I just like hearing what people have to say about stuff, because I have these mad opinions, but I can often be wrong and turned around. So that's why I like to hear what other people have to say about a lot of different topics that I think are like super simple, but somebody else might have just a very different view or like idea about what I'm talking about. And it's great. There were people that challenged me and I said that rogues were a very weak class, and you know what? I would agree with them that rogue isn't as weak as I thought it was after some careful revision. So, also they threatened me. So the rogues, they broke into my house and they broke both my legs. That's why I'm sitting in this chair all the time, and you only see me sitting in this chair. I never have a stream where I actually go to the park and play in the park, largely because they broke my legs, the rogues. So yeah, that's super cool. But that's one of the reasons why I did the discussion section. So actually, if you are sitting here and you're like, man, I'm not on the player council, I wish I could influence the way the game is made, because I think that this character class is like, it has this problem, and even if you might be demonstrably wrong, and you want to talk about it, feel free to send me a message, and you can actually do so somewhere here. Bam. At any of these locations. I set up an own email address, so you can always email me from now on. It's not my personal email address, it's specific for my online interactivities, so you can always interact with me there. You can send me an email, you can message me on Twitter at Strimtom, and you can message me on Twitch or just talk to me while I'm doing my own personal live stream if you want, and then I can help you work through your very strange and confused thoughts and sort them out for you. Whoa. Anyway, that was a long spiel. I did that at the beginning of the stream as well, but I don't know how many people were actually watching right when I started it up. So this way is just easier. Allows me to do it twice. If you would like clerics to get fixed, here, how about this? I'll make a promise. I'll make an honest-to-goodness promise. I promise, in 2016, there will be a change to Dungeons & Dragons Online that could affect clerics. I promise that. That in the 2016, there could be a change to the game that could affect clerics. So, there you go. I promise I will do that. I will stand up for that. My plan is actually to make Stormreach great again. I propose that we build a wall around Stormreach, and we make the devils from Shavrath pay for it. Okay? That's what I propose. I want to make Stormreach great again, you guys. And we're going to do it. Most vague promise, NA and EU. Well, I mean, yeah, it is pretty vague. I'm pretty proud of that one, so. Both of them were pulled. Cool. Let me just go down here. Oh, oozes. Come here, oozes. I have Muckbane. Urgh.
This foul altar reeks.
Take that. Eat lightning damage. Ha! Now be aware, if even though I've I've actually, like I said, because I've been made as a council member, I've actually decided to take some time to look at some of the stuff that's on the forums. And let me tell you something that I read. Did you know that in 2016 there will be changes made to the game? That's right, they're going to make changes to the game. It's going to be pretty cool. There's going to be an update at some point. It's going to have content. Oh, you guys, I can't wait for you guys to see it. Alright, going to do Shantycore now. So we're going to start 1, 2, and 3. Can't stream the strim. Wait, how can we make a can't stump the trump for this? You can't stimp the strimp. Strimped? You can't stimp the strimped? You can't... I need it. Actually, yes, I need you guys to... I need a Trump level slogan. So please give me a Trump level slogan. You guys are smart. You're smarter than me. Wow! Intelligence and damage? Ooh! I can't wait to go level 6 now. Give me that. Oh, who's this? Oh, jeez. In 2016, more classes will continue to get stronger, resulting in cleric healings becoming more useless. Gnomes? I can't talk about gnomes, man. I can tell you what I do know about gnomes. What I know about gnomes is that they are coming out. I think it's update 30. That was on the executive post or whatever. It's either update 30 or 31 or 32. But gnomes are supposed to be coming out at some point this year. So that's pretty cool. You can't stram the TAM. I don't think you can. You can't. I just want to say stem or something like that. Where is it? Kobolds. Hobgoblins captives? No. Where's the quest? What's it called? Return to Sanctuary? What's this called? Cloven Just Scourge. Kobold Blockade. I accidentally opened it on normal. Hold on, I'm an idiot. Yeah, U30. There we go. I can't remember exactly what was said, because I'm bad. That would involve me actually reading stuff. Okay, the Cloven Jaw Blockade. There we go. That's U30. So I can tell you that much is happening. There we go. SDK Elite, now we all know. Male gnomes will have beards. That's pretty cool. Gnomes, also, they will be short. Just so you know, they will be short. I think they'll have 4 fingers and a thumb. Cannot confirm. I'm disappointed that beards aren't an option for the female dwarves. That was one of my favorite things about Lord of the Rings Online, is that there's male and female everything, and then for dwarves, there's just dwarves, there's no male or female, because apparently you can't tell the difference, because all dwarves have beards. Yeah, man, don't worry, you guys, I got you covered, okay? Gnomes are different than halflings, and if you don't think so, then you're racist. Gnomes will not be able to be healed by repair spells unless you're an artificer. Like I said, I can give you guys all sorts of crazy intel. Now, of course, the one thing I can tell you is that I will, when the gnome comes out, I will be probably highly likely taking a day off of work, and then the minute that the gnomes come out, I will be TRing my character into a gnome build. The idea will be to make a gnome, so I'll take 20 levels of gnome, and then instead of the 10 levels of epic, I'm actually going to take another 10 levels of gnome. And the idea behind the build is I'll be playing whatever, doesn't matter what class I'm playing, but I will be spending as many points as I possibly can in the gnome enhancement tree. Now, I don't know how I'm going to do that, but we'll see. So that way I can showcase off how like the gnome and everything about it. But I'm sure it'll be cool. The lights are coming down on their own, dude. They choose it. Well, if you're playing a cleric, obviously it's going to be Paylor, so it doesn't really matter. Like you either pick Paylor or Paylor. So the gnome god is Paylor. That's what the gnome god is. Or who's that guy? Who's that guy? Oh, the gnome god is Peter Dinklage. He's their god. Ooh, welcome, welcome. We're inside the first part. But yeah, gnome cleric. That's an idea. See, I don't know. When I think of gnome, the thing that is, okay, so back playing Pen and Paper Dungeons & Dragons, there was a player that I played with that refused, like when they played Wizard, they played exclusively Gnome Illusionist. Always Gnome Illusionist. And then they were the most 100% most useless party member. Because instead of actually fighting monsters, they'd create goofy, goofy, goofy things. They would just create like, oh look, there's a T-Rex in the hallway, and it's gonna scare you away. And then it's like, you know, that person's not afraid because they have like true seeing, or they're like a mind player or something. I could get scared by a T-Rex. See, you thought he was a dwarf, but that's just because, you can't see it. I'm gonna make this claim again, but it's just your mind, It's limited. You can't just think everybody's a dwarf because they're not that tall. What if they're also gnomes? What about halflings? What if at the beginning of The Hobbit? Spoiler alert! I'm gonna spoil the book The Hobbit for you if you haven't read it, or the movie. What if they're like, oh, we need a burglar, and then they went to the Shire, and then they were just like, oh man, look at all these, fat, not strong, beardless dwarves. Well, these aren't hobbits, let's go. And then they just walked away, You have to be able to see things for what they are. And that is a great example. I stand by it. Give me that treasure, treasure, treasure. I was actually very, very sad when, if you ever played the game Destiny, really fun game, Peter Dinklage voiced one of the characters in that game, and then for whatever reason, when they brought the new update to the game, he's not the voice of the character anymore, and it's really confusing because he did a really good job, and I really like the voice of the character, and then they changed it, and I don't like it anymore. Made me sad. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are inside part 1. Cool, I got a full group. I love it. I love getting a full group for stuff like this. This is why I think a big thing is that it's not so much that, you can't get a full group for games, for like the game. I think the big problem is that you won't always get a full group, and people don't want to join a group if you can't solo. So, right? I hate it when people change the voice actors. It was so confusing. Another game I played a lot of was Final Fantasy XIV. Game is a lot of fun, but what ends up happening is that when the expansion came out, every character in the game got a new voice actor. Every single freaking character. And like half of them just turned British out of nowhere. And I was like, oh my god, it's too different, it's too much. So I don't play that game anymore. Hey, what's up, Titan? How you doing today? So that game was just like, great game, but man. Exactly. When people change sound effects, it's like, man, I want the old sound effect because I'm old. I don't want new stuff. No, no. Is Bodega here? Oh, Bodega is here. Yeah. All the familiarity is gone. Yep. Like I said, it's when they change stuff. Now, obviously, there's reasons for this stuff, right? Like, if you're making a game or something, and you make an expansion, then the voice actor that you're doing has become, like, mega super famous. Like, I'm pretty sure Peter Dinklage has, like, a lot of stuff that he does, and he may not want to be, like, in a video game, even if it's by, like, a big company and a big publisher. Like, if... Game of Thrones, man. It's a pretty big show, and other stuff that he does. He's also done a lot of stuff. I'm not just going to pigeonhole the guy into doing one thing. Although I will honestly admit that I don't entirely know what else he's done in his acting career. Because, I don't know. I've also never watched Game of Thrones, so. Do you have snow tires? I don't recommend driving in a foot of snow without snow tires. Like, I'm lucky. I have snow tires on my vehicle. So, my vehicle, I don't have to worry about it that much. I still get stuck sometimes, but I only really get stuck in my driveway, not really on the road. I always make sure to be very careful. So be very careful when you're driving, if you do not have snow tires. That is just an accident waiting to happen. Interesting story related to car insurance. Sort of. Cars, roads, I don't know, story time. Story time with Strimstream. So today, I got a call from my insurance company, and basically they told me that my rates had changed for reasons. And without going into it, I started talking to the woman that called me, and so we talked for a while about like the insurance, and I was asking a bunch of questions because there were some weird things, and then I don't know, just a really good fun conversation. And then afterwards, I was like, I didn't realize how long it had been. They were talking about like different insurance policies and things, and it was funny. Like she was funny and stuff like that. It was kind of good. Anyway, and then at some point, I was like, I don't know. I just want to do. I'm just like this girl's really fun to talk to, even though this I'm talking to my insurance company, and it's a local insurance company, so I know that she's in the city. So I was like, hey, you have my phone number. Maybe we should talk about this outside of this situation. We should talk some more. And then after I hung up the phone call, when I was on the phone line with the insurance company for 35 minutes, she texted me afterwards, and we're gonna go on a date. So that's kind of cool. That was my exciting day. I'm gonna go on a date with a girl that knows my insurance quote. I don't know if that counts as I don't know if you're allowed to do that. I feel like you're not allowed to do that, but whatever. That's my story. So that's kind of fun. So I had an interesting day so far, to say the least. Oh, I'm glad you have snow tires with studs in them then. Just be very careful when you're driving the snow. Don't go too fast. So, yeah, there you go. Story time with Strimtom. Sometimes exciting things do happen. Although that was admittedly a very, very exciting thing that happened. Not something that happens too often to me. Well, I shouldn't say that, but... Cool, we're all here? Cool, we're all here. Time to go to the Caverns of Shag. Yeah, wait, I'm telling you. That legit happened. So... Like I said, you have to be very... I don't know anything about what she looks like, or who she is. I just know what she sounds like, and I know what we're doing. So... No, this was literally today. This was before the stream. This was like 2 hours ago. So... It literally happened today over the phone. So it's kind of cool. As I said, like, it was a good exciting experience. So, like I said, I don't know, but whatever, it's fun, right? It's all blind. It's like blind. It's fun. Yeah, man. You gotta be a real man. You gotta be a real man. I'm playing an artificer and I don't have a crossbow in my hand. You know why? Real man. Gotta be a real man. I'm gonna take this beer, and this beer is a this is not a twist off. This is you need a bottle opener, but I'm gonna be a real man. And just get... Oh, fuck. Okay, no, I'm gonna twist. I'm gonna use my bottle opener. Can't be a real man on the not twist off cap. Although I'd like to. My beer overflowing? No, it's not. Exactly, right? I don't have anything to lose. Eh, who cares? I'm too busy anyway. It's one of the things, like, I don't even know why I did it. I was just, like, on the phone, and I was like, I don't know who this person is. I'm just gonna be like, hey, do you wanna, like, date or whatever over the phone? That's not beer. This is beer. Tsing Tao? Yo, you get out of here. Tsing Tao is a good beer. You don't even know what you're talking about. You're gonna be like, yeah, it's not a good beer. You should drink some Coors Light, because that's a good beer. Get out of here with your Coors Light. I don't got time for your Coors Light. So. But yeah. It's not something I was like, whatever. The problem is I'm really busy, so I just got promoted at my job. So I'm working a lot more hours now. A lot more hours. So I'm working almost like 55 hours a week now, which is fantastic. And, ooh, hey, look at this guy. Murder. So I'm working like 55 hours a week this week, a lot more next week. So I don't have any time. I like to do the stream. I try to do the stream like 2 or 3 times a week. So, yeah. Things are going good, man. I'm on the Players Council now, which has a commitment for my time. Jeez. Jeez, it's tough, you know. It's tough, man. Got too many things to do. Except, like, it's a date, man. So, yes. Because she contacted me. I didn't have her phone number. I was just like, hey, you have my phone number on file. You should, like, use it to contact me. And then she was like, okay. And then she did. It was cool. Promotion did come with a raise. I'm not going to go into specifics of how much more money I'm making. But let's just say it's at least 85% more money. At least. Which I'm very, very happy with. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, what do we got? I'm trying to think. I don't know. We got a lot of different beers around here. We got what do we got? I know there's a couple things I like to drink. I like to drink Tsingtao. You know, I'm always down for, like, you know, a Heineken or whatever. What did I drink the other day? It wasn't Steam Whistle. Was it Steam Whistle? No, Rolling Rock. Man, I drank like a case of Rolling Rock a couple weeks ago. So, Rolling Rock's pretty good. I like me some Rolling Rock. Oh, geez, champion that does not want to quit. Yeah, lightning damage. Take him down. Yeah, Steam Whistle's a good beer, man. I like Steam Whistle. But I don't like Steam Whistle as much as I like Rolling Rock. 85% of zero. Haha, you're so funny. I don't believe I've ever had Sam Adams. Don't even know if I can get it up here. Up here. For those of you that do not know, I am actually a dirty Canadian. I'm not you know, one of the great American nation. I am in fact Canadian. So, yeah, this is just limits. That's why I'm always sitting down and streaming so much, because I don't go outside. It's snowing too much. I never make it anywhere, you know. So, as I said, I don't think I have tried Sam Adams. You could probably get it here. I don't think you have. I've tried most of the beers, or I try every beer that I can. So I don't like to limit myself. I like to, you know, just go for it. Just be like, yeah, try a new experience. Try a new beer. This is gonna kill me. This is gonna kill me if it gets a combo. It didn't get a combo. Minus 20 air temperature. I love minus 20 air temperature. Although today it wasn't. Today it was plus 5 in Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. You figure it out, chat. But it was plus 5 in Celsius, and it was sunny all day today. I've never seen that in February. I am several years old, and I've never seen a sunny day in February. And today was the sunniest day ever. Everything melted. Global warming, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, we have a couple German beers down here, so we get, like, well, the ones I've had, there's the cheap beer, so you get like your Lowenbrau and your Dab and your what's the other one that my friend always drinks? Oh, yeah, see, it's plus 5 in Calgary. It's plus 5 here, dude. Yeah, it has to be pretty cold for that to happen, though. To turn into, like, snow mist, you need boiling hot water, and it needs to be, like, minus 40. Not cold enough. Minus 40 and minus 40 Celsius and Fahrenheit's the same thing, so minus 40 still works. Nah, it's okay. I am one of those quit when ahead people, so I quit when I'm ahead. I'm ahead right now, I quit. You know? I cash out. No lottery for me. Thank you. Thank you. No lottery. You know? Telling you, you can't bet it all at the same time. If you bet it all, you're just gonna lose. And trust me, I know lots about that. I'm like very skilled in this aspect of my life. Oh, the elemental's dead. The elemental's dead. Goddamn. Where's my doggy? Oh, my doggy despawned again. I guess I'll just dismiss vet and summon. Doggy. Yeah, man. And also, this character's sick. I love this character. Like, I'm having so much fun just running around with my giant-ass sword, slashing up people, shooting lightning out of my other hand. Now, of course, what I'd like to happen is the dream, which I'm hoping, which no video game will make, but if any video game makes it, if it's Turbine, that'd be awesome. I want left-handed characters. By the way, that's something I'm going to fight for, is left-handed characters. I want my character to be left-handed. I want to swing the sword from the other side. I just want a reverse character model. Just literally just make a character model, but just reverse it. Just flip it. Mirror it. That's what I want. I want left-handed characters. So you can choose to have your character be left-handed. That is Dungeons & Dragons to me. You have to take a feat to be ambidextrous, but you don't have to take a feat to be left-handed. Wait, the Templar is left-handed? No way. That's not true. That can't be true. Templar is not left-handed. Is Templar left-handed? I'm playing a Templar right now. I don't think Templar is left-handed. Because, I played a lot of Templar in Path of Exile. I'm like 99% sure Templar is right-handed. He is? That's sick! I didn't know that. Wow. Although I'm gonna be honest, the only Templar I ever played was in melee was in beta, and that was with Lightning Strike, and it was super OP. I never looked at my hand. Damn. I guess I should have paid more attention to that. Right now I'm just playing a oh no, I can't get through this door. The Templar I'm playing is like a lava. He uses magma orb, and then what do you call it? This isn't in the current league. Whatever. What's it called? The one with the shrine, or not the shrine, the talisman league? Ooh, Decani shield, totally useless. Wisdom goggles, totally useless. Yeah, playing the talisman league right now with my Templar. He's level 87, and he uses magma orb, and I have the 3 dragons to make my magma orb freeze and shock targets, which then activates Herald of Thunder, which then freezes targets, and when targets die and they freeze, my Herald of Ice activates, which causes fire damage, which then activates Herald of Thunder. So my Herald of Thunder can propagate itself, which is normally you can't do. So that's my Templar in Path of Exile, which nobody asked to find out about, but now you know! Great game. Of course, is it a DDO? No way. DDO is like, I find way more friendly to play in groups, because in DDO, group play is actually like fun and encouraged, and doesn't always, or like almost never drops your CPU or drops your FPS to 0, and just fries your GPU. Whereas Path of Exile, if you play that game, just play with any guy that uses Cast on Crit, or any guy that uses Discharge, and watch your GPU like burn, and you have to buy a new one. Like, oh, what? My graphics card's on fire. What happened? Did I play with a Discharger again? That's basically what happens in that game. Warlock pacts? Actually, I'm not 100% sure. Wait, do you mean like coming in the works? Like for Warlock? Like you mean in DDO, or do you mean like in Dungeons and Dragons in general? Because it's true, I am in fact a member of the Players Council. But what I can say is that I don't know of, or I haven't looked into anything about Warlock as a council member. It literally happened today, so I got like 30 minutes to look at some of the stuff before stream. And most of it was literally reading through the rules and stuff, and like reading through my non-disclosure agreement and making sure I understand all the rules, which is most of it. However, when it comes to actual Warlock pacts, actually a guy in chat right there, Rock Godding, knows a bit about Warlock pacts. In general, though, like Warlock 3540, the 5th edition, he knows a bit about Warlock pacts. It may not be explicitly, DDO Warlock pacts, but a Warlock pact is a Warlock pact. So, I think that's important to mention. The real question is, can I get these traps? I hope so. I really hope so. God, I hope so. Okay.
Trap.
Hey, I can do these traps really easily. Sick. Yeah, no, not really. Oh, I will. Hold on. I can tell you lots of things. I can tell you lots of things that are in the works. Like I said, like gnomes. Guess what? Gnomes have blood. There you go. You didn't know that. Gnomes have legs. They got 2 legs. They also have 2 upper legs, but the gnomes prefer to call them arms. So there you go. I'm just telling you everything, you know? All of a sudden, you're like, man, I didn't know anything about gnomes. Now you know so much about gnomes. Gnomes breathe oxygen primarily. Yeah. Other than that, like, I'm pretty sure that there might be more pacts, but I don't have any books that have any more pacts. So I can't think of anything. Got onto DDO Stream. Flame Knight, I've been streaming on DDO Stream for like 2 months. Thanks to Technical 13 and the wonderful Cordovan. The 2 of them helped me out. You can't tell me what I can and can't talk about. I'm telling you that much, okay? Because, let me tell you another thing. Turbine knew when they put me on the Players' Council that I would, in fact, redact, contract, complact. They knew, right from the get-go, that when they put me on the Players' Council, it's going to be a totally different story, you know what I'm saying? Like, trust me, in like 2, maybe 3 hours, I'm going to be running the place. You know? They're going to be like, it's going to be Strimtopia up in there. In fact, spoiler alert, in the next update, there's definitely going to be a, well, not the next update. In this next year, I'm going to fight for a new city, a new hub area. You know, just like Evening Star, that kind of thing. And it's going to be called Strimtopia. And it's going to be the greatest quest area in the game. Okay? Strimtopia. So get ready for Strimtopia, everybody. Now, none of those things that I just said may happen. In fact, all of it, maybe I'm just making it up, but that's not the point, you don't know. Ah, busy raiding, I see. Yo, man, you gotta have something on your front lawn. Some people don't got a nice looking lawn, so you just cover it up with gnomes. Strimtropolis? I like Strimtropolis. I'm telling you. You can't stump the Trump, and you can't, you can't stump the Trump, and you can't calm the Tom. Strim Tom for President of the United States of America, and Turbine 2016. I'm telling you that much. There you go. I will try. I will try if I'm not working. If I'm not working, I'll be there. But if I am working, I can't be there. Alright, let's fight the monster. Also, by the way, after this quest, I'm going to be giving away a thing. So if you're here and you're like, man, I want to get that DDO starter pack, if you want to win it, you have to type something in chat. Please type something in chat if you want to win. You have to type something in chat. Because I use a bot that goes through chat. So you have to type something in chat if you want to be able to win. Cool. Good work, everybody. Cool. Is there anything next? So make sure you type something in chat if you want to win. Prize. My God. You gotta type something in chat. So please do that. If you're like, man, I want to win that starter pack, you gotta type something in chat. Just type. Left, right, tap. Up, down. Up. You can type whatever chat. You can type up, down, left, right, BA, start. I don't care. Yeah, if you win, you can give it to somebody. I'm gonna send you a code, and then you can use the code however you want. You can sell it on the black market. You can literally just delete it so that nobody gets it at all because you're a jerk. Do whatever you want. I don't care. take it, and instead of spending it, you could just frame it and put it on your wall and say future President Strimstream gave this to me. Don't worry, we'll do it. Alright, I still have to do the Cerulean Hills quest, so I want to go out and do those. The captives and the other one. Before taking level 6. But I'm going to be doing a quick giveaway on the stream, so hold on. Alright, cool. We're doing the giveaway, everybody. Let's do it. Yeah. Alright, so we load up the thing. Oh my god, it's to be bigger. Giveaway. Bam. Alright, so let's see here. Doing the giveaway. Yeah, exactly. If you give it to a friend, give it to a new player. So set it up here. So that's everybody that's in chat. Okay. So here we go. We're doing the giveaway. Get ready. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? So I got my winner thing here. I'm gonna move this. Perfect. Move this over so you guys will get to see. And the winner of today's starter pack is... It doesn't load up on stream. I had it auto type, but I have to actually type it in. Holy crap. Yeah, sorry. It went behind everything. Alright. Can I copy this here? Can I just copy? Maybe? I think that'll let me copy. Alright. And the winner is... Flame Knight with 2 T's. Congratulations on winning the randomly generated prize. If you would like to receive your prize, type something in chat, please, so it registered by the program. You need to win. To type something in chat to win. So type something in chat. Alright, I am now heading out to Cerulean Hills to do captives and Nash Braze's farm. Congrats. Is it rigged? Is it though? Is it? I use probability, dude. I have this cool Twitch app. It does it for me. Cool. So, close these. I'm gonna go out, do the quest. While I do that, Flame Knight with a bunch of T's. I'm gonna send you a message on Twitch, and in that Twitch message, you have to like respond to me in the message. Well, I'm gonna send you a Twitch message with it. It's true. It's true. It's true. It is rigged. So, new message to Flame Knight. Why can't I just send you a message? Oh, I can. That's actually an option. Wow. Okay, never mind. I'm bad at Twitch. Holy crap. My dog's gonna kill stuff while I do this, so you guys can like watch me / dance here. Okay, subject. Oh my god, you won. Just listen to this awesome song. It's really good. Cool. So there we go. Oh, there's actually I have a Twitch gift app. It's called Twitch Giveaways, and it just registers to everybody that's in chat. It doesn't play preferential favorites and allows me to make it so that certain people cannot win. So some of those people are people that opt out. People that opt out have already messaged me, so I already know who they are. They've sent me a private message. But other than that, I just use that because it's built in, so I don't actually have to extract anything from the program for it to work. It's very useful. Dude, you can't even? Snap out of it, dude. You're turning into a teenage girl. You're turning into a white girl. You're becoming basic. Quick, get some acid in this boy. Flame Knight, please put down the pumpkin spice latte. Put the latte down, sir, and you can even. You can. Don't worry, under Strimtocracy, you can actually even. When I become president of the United States in 2016, keep in mind, I'll be the first Canadian president. When I become president of the United States in 2016, where am I going? I will make it a law, not even law. I will do everything I can to help all those people that can't even. I will help them even. I will help them odd. I will do everything in my power. I actually don't like pumpkin that much. I don't know what to say. I just not a big fan. You know, it's a great you know, it's a great vegetable. I like turnip. You know, I like squash a little bit. You know, but unfortunately, I just don't. You know, I'm not a big fan of pumpkin. All that pumpkin spice is just not for me. You know. So I wouldn't call myself anti-pumpkin. I just call myself not in favor of pumpkin. Smoke-cured ham. Damn it. I don't want that. I'll try not to. I am a big fan of Tsingtao, though. So if you're like, man, Strimtom, you're super cool, and I wanna help you out, just bring me a case of Tsingtao and I'll be happy. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I like nutmeg and cinnamon. First of all, sugar and spice and everything nice, which includes nutmeg and cinnamon, were what created the Powerpuff Girls, which is important. You okay, man? Cabbage is pretty boss. I'm telling you, I eat cabbage like all the time, like almost every day. I didn't eat cabbage today. I was busy. I didn't have a lot of time to make dinner when I got home. But don't worry, I won't mention it. I probably will, because I don't care. That's a trick. That's a trick about being a good leader. That's why, you know, me, Strimtom, will be a better leader than Donald Trump. Which is why you should vote for me over Trump. Because under the Strimtocracy, under the Strimtocracy, I don't calm down. I don't even calm. I don't calm down. I excite up. I'm always pushing the envelope, pushing the limit, pushing the barriers. You know, and I never back down. So it's just true. I'm telling you, you can't calm the Tom, boys. You can't calm the Tom. You can't stop the Trump, but you can't calm the Tom. And Shrimp Tom is gonna be bringing it in. I don't think you can actually elect me though, so it doesn't really matter as an independent. Although I highly urge you. I don't live in the United States of America, although American politics is bled into my everyday life. Thank you, America. What I highly recommend you do is that if you do, this is like, I'm not speaking political values, but just make sure you vote if you live in the U.S. Please, for the love of God, just vote. I know too many people that are like, "Bah, I don't like this thing, but I didn't vote for anything." Or worse, what I did one year is I was like, man, I was too lazy. I was just too lazy. I was like, man, I left work and I was tired. Didn't go vote. And then I felt bad afterwards. Made me feel bad. I made me feel bad. I don't like me feeling bad. Anyways, let's get off politics. Let's start talking about video games. So, as you can all see, this character is really, really good. Look at this, 34 kills. Bam! Even with a Warlock, man. Now, granted, the Warlock is level 4, so I'm a little bit higher level. You cannot become elected as a president of the United States if you aren't born. I'm pretty sure you have to be born in the USA to be elected president. That's a requirement. I don't think you can become president of the United States if you're not born American. Now, bear in mind, I don't know if Ted Cruz is Canadian. I'm just assuming that he's not because he wants to become a president. I technically can't be president. Largely because I'm not a citizen, but also because I was not born there. Crude bauble? Wow, that's a crazy trinket. Holy cow. Cool, and the captive's next. just finished Where There's Smoke and heading to the Captives. So yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about.
A dusty caravan blocks the road to the west.
Oh. So just so you guys know, I will be ending the stream a little bit early. It's going to be ending at 9:30 as opposed to the standard 10 o'clock, as I detailed earlier. Just so you guys aren't surprised when it does happen. Unfortunately, my human form is weak. You know, it's weak sometimes. I do need to recharge. I do need to rest. I had a very long, very busy day. I have a very long, very early, very busy day tomorrow, and I have a lot to do. I unfortunately can't stream for the full duration. Normally I do the stream after dark. I will be bringing it back next week, where basically I go off onto my own channel and I curse for about 30 minutes straight, or 30 minutes to an hour straight. I cannot do that this week. I am very, very tired. Oh, you're linking Ted Cruz in chat. It says it doesn't have a Wikipedia article. That's weird. Really? I thought there was like some kind of law that you couldn't do that.
This caravan has been looted.
Huh, I didn't know that. Neato.
From the debris, this happened quite recently. From the loud, boisterous sound coming from this cave.
Cool. I did not know that. That's interesting. Either way, but yeah, so I will be ending at 9:30, which means I will be doing the discussion segment at about 9:20. The discussion segment that I had today is a sort of a different topic. It's something I hadn't talked about before, and I think you guys will all be interested in what actually comes out of it, because it is an interesting topic, and it will involve cross-referencing with material that is not exclusive to Dungeons & Dragons Online. So if you have only played Dungeons & Dragons Online and you've never played any other video games before, it may seem entirely foreign. But if you've played at least one other MMO, the discussion will feel, you know, you'll be able to have a decent level of input in the discussion segment of the show. Also, be aware that now that I am part of the DDO Council, you don't have to worry about any of the discussion segments or the interesting topics that I bring up disappearing. However, I won't be revealing weird topics in them because I signed an NDA, and I don't think I can get banned from the game, but I'd certainly get banned from like being on the Players Council, and I want to corrupt the shit out of it. So, just kidding. But you know, don't want to get kicked out. So. Gotta play ball, man. You gotta play ball. It's all about. I like Holy Blaster's outfit. I kind of wish I had a better outfit, but whatever. I like my Docent, it's fine. I don't even know what my Docent does, though. I think it's just because it has 2 Constitution on it and Repair Amp. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, man. But yeah. This character's working out pretty well, actually. I was worried that it was going to be really, really weak, but it's actually pretty good.
It must be the Orc commander directing his troops.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting. I assumed that I could get banned from the game if you did something like really, really bad, but I wasn't sure. Again, I have no intention of like violating it. I've been on NDAs before for a few different things. One of the more recent ones was I signed an NDA for playing in the Elder Scrolls Online early beta and then later beta before the open, or not the open, but before the closed big beta. I got to play in all of the betas, but I had to do the NDA thing. And again, it's something I'm used to, so I don't just break the rules. Although I'm not breaking the NDA. The game has, if you did play that game in beta, you played Elder Scrolls Online, and you're like, man, I wasn't impressed with it. Game is like leaps and bounds. It's totally different. It's way better than it was back then, and I played the game to death. So before, like, I know I've been talking about how like I got promoted recently. That's super cool. I did get promoted recently. I got a super cool part of my job. Really sick. But even though that did happen, before that, I had a lot of free time on my hands, so I was playing a lot of video games. Do it, man. Yo, man, I'll make it to the front page of the subreddit. I mean, actually, also, if you guys don't use it, use the Dungeons and Dragons Online subreddit. It's been really popular the past few days. I'm really surprised. It's like when I first came back, there was almost no posts in that subreddit. So like I came back to the game in like April-ish. There was almost no posts on that subreddit. But since then, holy crap, there have been posts. Like yesterday, there was like 4 different posts on the subreddit. I mean, I know people post on the forums as well, but the subreddit has a different layout, so I think it's pretty cool. Cool, everybody. I'm gonna take level 6, and we're gonna do some quests. So yeah, the subreddit is really cool. I don't know who I don't know the moderators of the subreddit. But yeah. Oh, there's another Canadian? Yeah, I can do that. I'm assuming that there will be a I'm assuming that there will be like a post about it though. So, but yeah, I will absolutely look into it. Trust me. One thing I can say. Cool. One thing I can say that I don't know if I have yet. I want to get some turbine swag too. I already asked about if there's any DDO swag. Apparently, there's no DDO swag because Wizard still owns like the actual all the like the images and stuff for Dungeons and Dragons. But I want to get a turbine shirt. I want to get a shirt that just has the turbine logo on it. That'd be super cool. I think I can get hooked up with one of those. And by get hooked up, I mean purchase one with money dollars. Cool. All right, now I get level 6, baby. So, because I'm level 6, we should be able to take improved single weapon fighting. What? Why can't I take improved single weapon fighting? Oh, base attack 6. Shit. Okay. Do I take insightful reflexes is the question. It's either insightful reflexes or past life wizard. Oh yeah, exactly. What do you think? Do you think I should take? Because I'm going to take them both at some point. But what do you think I should take? Should I take Arcane Initiative, which gives me +1 DC, so it's basically 1 evocation DC, or should I take Insightful Reflexes? I think Insightful Reflexes is better. I think Insightful Reflexes is just better. Because Insightful Reflexes gives me like a ton to my saves. Yeah, I'm going to take Insightful Reflexes. You guys, you chat, you're too slow to respond with your 15-second delay. Or whatever it is. Ooh, spells. Flame Turret seems good. I'm going to take that. Cool. Yeah, so I took level 6. Yeah, so level 4 quests.
You got 6 now, you said?
Yeah, I just took level 6. So next quest, I want to.
Take 6 then. What are you guys running now?
I was gonna run Irestone and then Freshen the Air. Irestone Inlet and then Freshen the Air. Now I gotta check my inventory. I also got a vendor, so I'm gonna do that while I'm on my ship. Haha, leveling up. Leveling up is like one of my favorite parts of this goddamn game. I love leveling up. I love just that feeling of like ooh, new stuff. Everything's new again because I got like new items and I equip a bunch of items on and you get all excited. Your stats go up. And, ugh. 130 life. That's what I'm talking about. Plus level 6 Artificer. That's super cool. 13 points to spend in the tree. What do I got here? Infused armor. Give me that +1. Give me that. I don't know what this does. Give me this. Wow, that's only points. So what is this? Gives me more rune arm and armor, physical resistance rating, and rune recharge or charge decay. Cool. That's what I'm talking about. Points. So now we're gonna open this. Irestone Inlet. I think Irestone Elite. I think Irestone Inlet and Fresh in the Air will probably be enough time. That's pretty much all I have time for today. Some of them quests. Candy Shield, that's probably bad. Probably bad. Vorpal Sword of Magnetism. I'm not using that? I thought I had that equipped the whole time. Wow, I just talked about it. I never put it on. Vorpal Sword of Magnetism 27. Wow, I never realized I never equipped the Vorpal Sword. Oh, no, get out. I'm trying to sell stuff. Okay, get out of my inventory. I swear I know what's going on sometimes. Hasty boots, blah, 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 blah. Protection 2, so that's armor class. So I'll take the armor class bracers. So these bracers, these goggles give me deadly. Irestone Inlet. Perfect.
Sorry, drawing a blank.
Alright, cool. Welcome back, friend. Dismembered keeps joining my group. It's okay, I like him. Or her. I don't know. They haven't talked in chat. You gotta talk in chat. You gotta use a voice chat. I have unprepared spell slots? Which ones? Oh, yeah, I forgot. I get Blasting Rod. Super cool. But mostly personal augmentation and stifle damage. So this is really important. Now I add my... Oh, what? Sneak. Cool. I didn't know I could do that. Repair serious damage. Put that right there. I don't inflict for anything. And now I have adamantine, access to adamantine and weapons as well. So I can pretty much ignore damage reduction, which is super cool. But yeah, this one, insightful damage. I have to actually make sure I put it on though. Cool. I just gotta buy spell components and then I'll be running out to the quest. Gotta buy spell components. But yeah, insightful damage. So, insightful damage is really big for this character. So right now, I'm adding 2 to my damage. I could be adding 7 if I had insightful damage. So before I was hitting for like average like 14, 15 damage, with just the straight physical, and make critting for a decent amount. We're gonna see how much damage I do after I get my bonus. Because I'm thinking it's gonna go up a lot. DDO is one of those games where it's all about the little bonuses, right, that stack up over time. Like, oh, an extra +1 here, an extra +1 there. Oh, I got an extra +1 on the tree. Oh, what, I got a +1 from this point, and +1, and +1, and +1. +1s really add up really fast. The thing is, it's really hard for me to choose, because if I was playing this character, if I wanted to play it the best, what I would do is I would, unfortunately, take 2 levels of fighter. 2 levels of fighter would give me access to cleave and great cleave, which are just good feats. It would give me lots of decent AoE. Frontal AoE, mostly. But who cares? AoE is AoE, so, I mean, I'll take it. I'm just going to buy all my spell components now, so I don't have to do it later. Globs of Elemental Grease, give me 1,000 of these. Buy. Where's my level 3? Level 3. Oh, Pieces of War Machines. Let's buy 1,000 of these. Also, I apologize for the boring management stuff. It's like one of those things that's like, I wish it was not in the game. I understand why spell components exist, but I also don't understand why spell components exist. So there we go. The damage, personal augmentation. I'm excited. I'm really excited to try this out. The character's really, really coming together. Now the thing is, I have like 2 characters that are completely based off of single weapon fighting in mind. This character and another one that I'm going to be playing. And like, man, I'm pumped for single weapon fighting, dude. Like, I love this feat. Single weapon fighting is like super duper OP, if you haven't tried it out yet. The reason I call it OP is, 1, it works with Swashbuckler, so it has to be OP if Swashbucklers use it. But the biggest thing, more than it's just because it's OP, is that the way it scales. So, epic feats, I don't want that. I don't know what opens everything. You get greater single weapon fighting, which is the top tier single weapon fighting feat. Let's read this here. Oh, improved, where's greater? Greater single weapon fighting. 30% attack speed, 6 melee power, and 50% more damage from my ability score. So my ability score is intelligence, that's 50% more damage. So it counts as doing way more damage than I actually have. So if I have an intelligence of 30, whoa, monsters. Test my buffs real quick. Cool. I'm going to test it out. I want to see how much damage I do. Right now, I'm currently set at plus 19 on damage. Before, I was doing average of 14. Being plus 19 is pretty cool. Whoa, I crit that guy for 60. Oh, I forgot I'm supposed to be using my lightning bolt. I'm hitting for like 25 damage now. That's pretty cool. Oh, I can't use the powder kegs. That's pretty cool. So that was a huge damage increase. Almost like a 50% 50 to 70% increase in my base melee damage. Pumped about that one, man. So now I just do more damage, both with my melee, and I also get, because you get the glancing blows, because it counts as a two-hander. See, this is what everyone tells me. Everyone tells me they want to make these builds. Like, well, it's fun and strong because it's Warforged Artificer, right? The thing about this is if you were playing this build, it would actually do significantly more damage if you're playing it as a bow user, right? As a crossbow user. Crossbow users deal way more damage than whatever I can do with this like crappy little build. However, this is super cool. I get to run into melee with like this giant ass sword. And hey, what's this? Monsters over here? No problem. Boom, lightning bolt. Oh, Hobgoblin Infiltrator? Who cares? He's ignoring me. Run around. He's killing Bodega. And I just get to run around shooting lightning at guys. I hit that guy for 487 damage! It's crunch time! What's going to be really good is when this build will be able to charge up to tier 3. Because one, it'll give me a ton of extra spell power just while I'm walking around, which is really important because it affects all my repairing, everything else that I use. But even more than that, just the concept that being able to charge up to tier 3, look how cool the spell looks when it's charged up to tier 3. Look at this, max zoom out, kaboom! It's like off the screen! Look at that, that's so awesome. Boom! You feel like a badass when it's charged up to tier 3. Can you just run around and tier 3 people? Just for funsies. Just for funsies. Give them a taste of the tier 3. They killed Dinks. Did we? Oh, we have grabbed the powder kegs. Don't worry. Every single build that... Oh, God. Bodega. I gotta save him. Got a body block. Okay. Whenever you see somebody get held, and you're not being held, always make sure to body block for them. So find the nearest archer and just start body blocking. Get in front, eat those shots, because those archer shots are not going to automatically do 50% more damage to you, but they will do 50% more damage to your helpless friend. Okay? When you play a build like this, right, you have to imagine, trip. Get up, I have high balance. +8, baby. You have to imagine, with a build like this, that everyone around you is the president. They are the president of the United States, and you are the Secret Service. Okay? That's another part of like the cleric build that I want to do, which is mostly just a healing cleric, is that with the healing cleric build, you are the Secret Service. Not only are you dealing a lot of damage to enemies, which is really important. It's a very important part of the build. Man, look, I love this damage. But not only is dealing like a bunch of damage part of the build, but like the cleric build is not just about CC, it's also about being a Secret Service. You jump in the way of shots. You actively get in the way of arrows. You actively get in the way of other abilities so you can take the damage. Like, I don't care if I get hit. I have 16 physical resistance rating and 2 damage reduction, man. Oops, sneaking by accident. Now, don't worry. I will actually be writing a build guide for this one as well once I finish playing it. I have to get it up to level 20 though. If you've read any of my build guides, you know that most of them are pretty detailed up until level 20, at which point when it gets to epic levels, epic levels are one of those really things where you slap on a destiny that seems the most appropriate and you kind of just run with it, and generally you'll be pretty effective. Like, sure, if you play the Arcane Archer Ranger in Exalted Angel, it's probably not going to be that good, because it's Arcane Archer Ranger, and you're playing Exalted Angel, which is light damage, and scales off Wisdom and Charisma. And your Wisdom's probably not going to be that high, so you probably shouldn't be an Exalted Angel. But it's not that bad, because, you know, you can still do a decent amount of damage. You got Spellcraft, your life spell power is not terrible. It wouldn't be awful, but it wouldn't be as good as if you're in, like, Legendary Dreadnought, or Divine Crusader, or my favorite, by far, was the, or Fury of the Wild. A lot of people were saying that would you be doing the best damage at epic levels. My favorite, by far, was the, Draconic Incarnation. Draconic Incarnation is just super cool. You just run around as an archer, and then you're breathing like acid all over people and exploding people's faces. That was cool, I tell you. Shirati was actually the weakest. If you just started, Shirati's pretty good, but Shirati is not as on the Arcane Archer Acid build, because Shirati doesn't do that much damage. The stun effects are good, but once you get Pin, it's way better to play in Fury of the Wild. You do so much more damage. It's a schooner, it's a sailboat. Don't hate the narrator, hate the script. Oh, improved trip. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Oh, God. But yeah, Shiradi's actually not, surprisingly not that good. But that's what I mean. That's why it's important to, like, you just kind of play it and you just test it out, especially with epic levels. Like this character, what am I going to run in this character in epic levels? I don't know. Let's see. I use my Rune Arm for damage, and I'll have a lot of spell power and DCs. So, since you can't maximize and empower the stuff in Draconic Incarnation, like Elemental Burst, I could use Draconic Incarnation, whichever Rune Arm I have. I could use Defiant Crusader for hilarious levels of melee damage. I could use... Oh, geez, where did it? Oh, good job, everybody. Next one is one of the troglodytes. The smell. The sewer. You know what I'm talking about. Fresh in the air. Primal Avatar would be fine, because yeah, you lose everything, but man, Tree and Form is so good with single weapon fighting, so it doesn't matter, because you do so much extra damage, you can attack so quick. You know, like there's a lot of different options. Which one's the best? Or like, and Legendary Dreadnought, you just start blitzing. You just blitz with this. Oh, what, 70 physical resistance rating and 70 melee power? Hilarious! So, I don't know which one's going to be the best, but what I can tell you is that in epic levels, it doesn't really matter. You just keep playing until you find something that like works out really well. There probably is some like OP combination, and obviously it does matter when you're doing the hardest of the hard, the elite of the elite, the epic elite raids and stuff like that. Yes, you want to have the absolute best thing you can, and I wholeheartedly hope everyone does that as often as possible. If you're going into epic elite raids and stuff and epic elite content, try to play your best character. It's something I see far too often is people will like go into epic elite content and they won't be on their main destiny, so they'll be like, oh, I'm going to epic elite, I'm going to level Exalted Angel right now on my fighter. Not a good time to do that. Not a good time to do that. So what is it? I just equipped an item that gives me more to hit, so I have 22 to hit, and with my insightful damage, it's not showing up. There we go, 26 to hit, 18 to damage. That's pretty good. Not bad. I like these new items that give you so much to hit, so I just picked up a helmet that gives me +6 accuracy, which is insane. A +6 to hit item for level 6 is just bananas. That's what I call bananas. Alcohol. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, so now we're going to do the Troglodyte quest. Quests like these are wonderful, especially if you're playing as a Warforged. And the reason why they're so great is because everything in here is some kind of stupid crappy poison. Like the Troglodytes, they make you sick. So when you stand next to them, you get that sickness. With this, you don't got to worry about it, because I'm a robot. I don't get sick. I don't care about that. And then the casters, all they do is throw around those stupid like hold monsters and stuff. But you can't hold me because I'm a robot. You can't hold robots.
As the sewers open into a larger space,
Bam. Ow. He burned through my spell resistance. Damn it. I have a cloak that gives me spell resistance, but each missile apparently counts as a different charge for the spell resistance. That's interesting. Kinda wish I had the shield spell. Do I have the shield spell? I don't know. I think I actually do get the shield spell, maybe. I haven't actually looked into it. No, it doesn't look like it, though. I get enchant armor. I could use that. Ow, damn it. Magic missile, dude. I know I don't get jump. Warforged is my favorite race too, and I love it. There are a lot of things that disappoint me about the Warforged. This is not like player council stuff. This is stuff I've already made videos about that I've posted on my YouTube channel and talked about. But like, just some of this like ridiculous stuff that just really grinds on my gears is stuff. The fact that like in the Warforged, sorry, in the Artificer tree and in the Warforged tree, there's nothing that gives repair spell power. Which is just like, I can't even fathom that. I don't understand how there's no repair spell power in those trees. Oh, holy blaster, you gotta be careful, dude. Like, do you always need repair spell power on everything? No, probably not on everything, but repair spell power, man, where is it? You get positive energy spell power from a bunch of different classes. Positive energy spell power is everywhere. The Ranger gets positive energy spell power. Druid gets positive energy spell power. Cleric, Paladin. All those different classes get positive energy spell power. Heck, even Bard to a point gets positive energy spell power. But repair spell power? No, that's too much. Can't put that in the game. But I love Warforged, dude. I love Warforged. I'll still always play them. I don't even care. It's true, they have to stop the robots from taking over. Robots pretty tough, you know? Pretty smart. They think ahead. They process too fast, I'm telling you. It's because they're sneaky. You never know what they're thinking. Are they even thinking? I mean, they're robots. Do they do that? I mean, I guess the guys that program the robots would know if they're thinking because they would have programmed them to do that or not. Love the damage. Look at that. Bam. Look at those big numbers. I like big numbers. I'm a big sucker for big numbers. Bam. Melf's acid arrow. Oh, jeez, some troglodytes. Die. Die, shaman. Oh. See, the other problem, though, is because I don't have any ranged, it's kind of difficult for me to actually hit stuff at ranged. Later, when I hit level 9, I will have access to the Hand of the Tombs. The Hand of the Tombs is fantastic because it has ridiculous range on it, so I'll actually be able to use it as range. It's also just a fireball in general. So it'll be useful because it's fireball, and I can fireball stuff in melee range, but then it'll also be like, and I can get stuff at range without having to pull out something else. The problem is I don't really have an analog for it for, like, a Mega Man power for the lightning, because I can't think of, like, what boss gives you the power that shoots out lightning kind of like this. Like this one, the Flame Warden, this is just like Flame Stag's power, because you're, or not Flame Stag, the Mammoth. Flame Mammoth? Is it Flame Mammoth? It's something Mammoth. Not Morph Mammoth. What is it? Magma Mammoth? It's Flame Stag, and it's something Mammoth. I don't need a shrine, what am I doing? Anyway, just like the Mammoth from Mega Man X1, you get the power where you can shoot out fire out of your hands all the time. Blast, unfortunately, I can't think of like a related power. Of course, I don't have a good reference to pull. New swords? What is new swords? Do you mean no swords? You mean when I do this? Sword disappearing trick! Ah, no sword. I'm still swinging it. It's a rune arm bug. When you equip or change rune arms, it makes your melee weapon disappear. Oh, how could I forget about Flame Penguin? Yeah, Flame Penguin. That goes right next to Chill Phoenix, eh? Goes right next to Chill Phoenix. Which is, like, one of my favorite songs, though. Like, from Mega Man X6. Oh, man. The music for, Blaze Heatnix is so good. What time is it? Oh, I have, like, tons of time. Cool. We're gonna do everyone's favorite quest. Oh, wait. How much time do I have left? Hold on. Okay, we're gonna run. I want to run depths real fast then, because that's all I got time for. Because we got time for depths. Depths. Bomberman Hero OST? You want some Bomberman Hero? Here you go. I'll pull it up here. I have it. I never got rid of it. What do we got here? You want some of this? You want some of this? There you go, Bomberman Hero. I don't think Launch Octopus made it past development stages. I'm sure at least one person suggested it for the name, but I don't think it would have made it past there. Although, you know what would have been better? That they could have actually done a octopus, robot, crocodile hybrid Launch Croctopus. Ooh. I like having a full group to do stuff. I kind of wish I could play more over the weekend so that I could have had like a full group to super power level this character. Because man, this weekend was great for power leveling. Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh God, what's happening, chat? By the way, if you are currently 8 years old and reading chat, stop. Oh no, I need cold damage. Damn it! No, no, I need cold damage for the hellhounds. Yeah, take that, jerks. Oh God. Your eyes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like bring this filth. I mean, I did. I didn't stop it, and I encouraged it. But that doesn't mean I support it or endorse it. Let's change the subject. Yeah, minotaurs. Don't you guys like minotaurs? Yeah, there you go. See, Warlock through 3 epic levels. Wait, what? Oh, 3 epic levels. Sorry, I thought you meant 3 epic lives. I was like, 3 epic lives? No way. But yeah, man. Like when people doing like the XP train, where you do like your Fawn 3, 4, Oob, Wiz King, Spies, What Goes Up, Through a Mirror Darkly, all that stuff. Man, those groups were going so fast because they were full all the time. Jeez, it was pretty cool. And just all the extra XP was ridiculous. The extra XP was absolutely crazy. I loved it. It wasn't too much though. That's the thing. What I think, and it really promoted group play because almost every group you saw around there out here was full. I'm telling you, like every group was full. Ooh, give me that. Give me those items, baby. This goes without saying, but we're doing them all in a row, so make sure you go to the next part, and you don't forget to not go to the next part. So I used to have goggles of detect doors that I could use to detect doors. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Hobgoblin. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, levels. Or sorry, I'm telling you, lives, dude. Lives would have been sick. Could you imagine if you did lives? Gotta kill this hobgoblin. You run through the trap so you don't take damage. If you run straight through it before it activates, it doesn't actually get you, so you can just run straight through it. It does activate more than once though, so if you see somebody run through and then it stops and you're like, I can run through, don't do it! It's a trap! You will die. You don't want to do that. Dying is bad. Dying is bad, kids! Don't do that. But yeah, lives is just crazy, but no, I got quite a lot of XP. During that weekend, I went from 20 to 25 on my wizard. And then I TR'd and got to level 4. Or I got to level 5. That was just in the weekend. I'm telling you though, getting through that last level, oh geez, like getting through level 20, going from 19 to 20 is like the hardest in the game. The XP goes down by so much. Like every quest is giving you like 5, 6, 7,000. It just feels bad, man. It's not the same level of speed, you know? Maybe it's not meant to be, like, super, super fast the entire time, but... Man. Glittering dust. Give me that dust, bruh. If you're, like, listening to this music and you're like, oh my god, this music is so sick. Oh god! Oh no! Oh, jeez! Oh, somebody help! Oh my god, no, no. Sorry, I got too excited. There's a rust monster who's chasing after me. Holy crap. Yeah, holding 18 is the best because it means you can keep doing the Veil quests without worrying about it. And the Lords of Dust Chain. Oh. Oh, God. That was terrifying, dude. Just terrifying. I hate rust monsters, man. Lightning weak monster. Yeah, this music, I'm telling you, Bomberman Hero, dude. That game, like, drum and bass. Like, when you were like 10 years old or 12 years old or whatever, and it was the 90s, and Bomberman Hero came out, and you were playing this game, and you're like, man, this game has like the best music I've ever heard in my life. It was because you're like 12 or whatever, and you didn't know how much you would love drum and bass music. Oh no! Holy blasters!
Sorry.
Okay, man. I got this shrine. Damn. That was scary. I didn't even notice the boss was like murdering him. I mean, I could have done something. Probably should have done something. It's okay. That's what running around is for, you know? I'm helping by supporting him. This bug. Oh man, this bug. I don't like this bug. Aw, thanks. Thanks, Technical 13. You know, I do think that I'm better than that shoemaker guy. I mean, don't worry, there are some things that the shoemaker guy does great. Like running the wiki. Man, that guy does a really great job at that. Super guy. But I'm just kidding. Everyone's got their different talents, you know. My talent is never being able to shut up. I don't know if that's a talent. Maybe that's just annoying. I try to think of it as an opportunistic skill. It's a skill that I can just like flex the muscle, you know? Like, you ever gone to a party and there's a bunch of people there that you don't know and you don't really care about knowing? And there's like, oh, that was game over. Here you go. Yeah, there's a bunch of people there that you go to a party, and there's a bunch of people there that you don't know and you don't really care to know. I'm one of those, and you just like, or like you're just nervous or weird. I'm one of those people that'll just be like, well, whatever, and just break out, you know, and just start talking to people and just be like, hey, who are you? What do you do? What do you talk? What do you talk about? How you doing today? Can we hang out? Please, let's hang out. Please date me, women. I'm just kidding. I already got one. But that's my day to day. It's like a life of Strip Tom. Or a day in the life of Strip Tom. Alright, so this is another one of those areas. So like you come down here and there's like oozes and you're like, ochre jelly, lightning! Lightning! Why am I not killing it with lightning damage? And it's because it's an ooze, silly! It's an ochre jelly! Ochre jellies don't give a crap about your lightning damage. Yeah. Oh, there's already ranged killing this stuff? Yeah, this song is also really good. Holy crap. Like, there's a reason why, like, Bomberman Hero... I'm surprised. OC Remix, wonderful website where they remix a lot of different fantastic songs and a lot of different fantastic games. I'm very surprised that they don't have more Bomberman Hero stuff. Maybe it's just because the music's already, like, techno remix in itself. Oh, God. I'm being murdered by whites. I'm being murdered by whites! Ooh, give me that treasure. Also, if you haven't seen it, this is something I didn't know, actually. So, I didn't collect collectibles a lot, and then I'm like, I just decided to go to the DDO store, buy one of those huge bags, so I could collect all the collectibles in the game. I didn't know this. Apparently, if you actually collect collectibles, you have a chance of getting a small Dragon Shard fragment. And when you pick up a Dragon Shard fragment, you can trade those in for experience elixirs. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that. You can get experience elixirs from collectibles? That's crazy. Now, they're extremely rare, but you can get them. Also, blasting necklace of physical and magical resistance rating. Check, please. Are you kidding? Plus 2 evocation DCs, so no one's going to be able to resist my rune arm. And also 5 physical and magical resistance rating? Man. Yeah, right? Free XP pots. You think, oh man, I don't want to spend like $400 million in the store to get all those XP pots. Well, you don't have to anymore, buds. Yeah, you can also get medium and large ones, which give you better. So you say you can sell them for 100k plat, but I don't know what to do with my 2.6 million plat. So I don't know what I would do with 100k plat. I don't know what I would do with all of, like, money has no value to me, because I don't know what I would do with it. Like, that's really the problem. Whenever I want something, I just go on the auction house and just buy it. Like, I'm pretty sure anybody that has completionist has the same thing. They just have, like, infinity money and they don't know what to do with it. I'm working on completionist. Don't worry, I will get it. And then my first character will be a completionist character. I don't think I'm going to get completionist before Gnome comes out, so I'm not going to play a completionist Gnome. It'd be an interesting thought, though. Whoa, or he got cursed. Oh, he's cursed, so he's failing all his saves. Check it out. Oh, it's 86, 61 damage. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, exactly. That's what I do with my 2.6 million platinums. Swimming it, Scrooge McDuck style. Buy dragon shirts? Oh, okay, good idea. I never thought about that. Yeah, it's a sick crossbow. Or bow, not crossbow. I just realized that I didn't talk about the fact that I saw the curse, which means that the Sasha is a spy. Not a spy. What do you call him? A sniper? The Sasha is a stream sniper, because they're in the stream somewhere. I don't know who La Sasha is, but they're in the stream. Oh no. Oh, oozes. There we go. Tiny valve! I love this valve. It's so small. It's adorable. Alright, so there's a trap here, so you go. I think the box is somewhere over here. I don't remember. Is it here? There it is. It's always Rothko. That guy. Nice guy. I like the guy. Best sniper NA, I'm telling you. You know, someday, through all your sniping, you might even win one of the giveaways. Although I think my giveaway supplies are running low. Although, I do get paid significantly more, so I might be able to fix that. Problem is, I haven't gotten started to get paid a lot more yet. I'm still, like, waiting, because, you know, I just got promoted. Man, this is such a sick beat. Holy crap. Oh yeah, don't worry everybody, we're getting this mushroom. I won't let anyone die on the way to the mushroom. Insightful magical sheltering? Wow, that's really good. I might actually end up equipping that. That reduces my magic damage intake by a huge amount. Oh, what are you gonna do, Hammer Fist the Mighty? Combo me? Ow! Ow, his combo hurts. Well, okay, he is gonna combo me. That's what he is gonna do. But he's dead anyway. Ooh. God, that combo, dude. I'm telling you. Combo hurts. Alright, cool. Cool. Good work, everybody. That's all for me today. So thank you for coming along for the ride, and I hope you all have a stellar evening. I'm saying that to the not to you guys. I'm not saying that to you guys. I'm saying that to the people in the group. I had to tell the people in the group that I'm done with the quest because I'm not going to lead it anymore. All right. Hello, everybody. We're reaching the end of the Strimstream here today. You know, my level of energy is going down. It's actually not. It's probably about the same, but I really should go to bed earlier because I'm going to be super exhausted tomorrow if I don't. However, before I go to bed, we do have the discussion segment. So I'm going to turn down the music just a little bit so we can have our discussion segment. The question is, and this is important. It's not actually important. Kind of. The discussion topic that I wanted to do today, and I think, oh, how long has this been on screen for? Oh, jeez. I'm going to use this anyway. The discussion topic that I want to talk about is, does balance matter? That's today's discussion topic, is does balance matter? So that's what we're talking about today. Does balance matter? Does balance matter? An interesting question. And what I want to address here. So, balance. Balance is really important in a lot of different video games. Any video game with player versus player aspect. Balance is super important, because if you have overpowered crap, it's not fun for half of the people playing the game. Ideally, in any kind of multiplayer game, you want everybody to be having fun. If you're losing, obviously you don't have as much fun, but you don't want it to feel like you lose because of something outside of your control. So for example, if you have two classes, hold on, let me get the point across. If you have two different classes or two different characters and you fight, like for example in a game like Street Fighter, if there was one character that was just blatantly more powerful than the others, that wouldn't be very good. So balance is really, really important in that aspect. Your balance trolling me. Oh my god. In a fighting game or something where it's just one versus one, balance is extremely important because one side would always beat the other. You pick one hero and then spam, you win. Other games, balance is important for player versus, or the PvE aspect, player versus environment, the actual, like, the game, the meat of the game, you know? If you ever played a game like World of Warcraft, you ever played a game like Final Fantasy XIV, you ever played a game like Rift, or anything like that, all these games have a very tight end game that are very, I don't want to say balanced, but they're very tuned. So balance is important between classes. The biggest example I can think of is that in World of Warcraft, every class has 3 different specializations, and some classes are all damage, but have 3 different damage specializations. Balance between those things is important, because if you make something in the game, and like for the highest, most difficult end content, if you can't play it because your character is not good enough, that just feels bad. And it becomes important because people will then see you. They will begin to judge you. They'll be like, hey, you're doing this one thing. And on a very large scale, if you don't have balance, it can lead to a lot of very negative things, right? So balance is really important in a game like that, where you can say to yourself, okay, using this ability or subset of abilities is going to give me 20% more damage than this other subset of abilities, so I'm always going to use these abilities over these ones. That kind of thing. But it's important because if you don't have at least semi-balanced classes, then what's going to happen is you're going to have people who legitimately get to the end game in a game like World of Warcraft, and they play their mage all the way to level 100, and they're having a lot of fun, and they're really enjoying, Frost Mage or something, and then they get there and it's like, oh, Frost Mage isn't good. I can't play Frost Mage. You have to play something else, right? And it just feels bad because, you're like, I really like this class and I thought it was cool, but apparently the only good ones are like Arcane and Fire, and that kind of sucks. The reason I bring this up with contrast to DDO is, does balance matter in the sense that DDO is about so much more than just endgame. All these other games that I've talked about, you have your World of Warcraft, you have your Final Fantasy XIV, you have your Lord of the Rings Online, you have your, all these other games, they're all endgame based. So you play the game, you get to level 100, you get your friends, you go do the dungeons, you do the raids, you do all the really hard stuff. Balance is really important because you want everyone to feel competitive. There are ladders in a lot of these games, there are tiered systems, there are people following these different things, charts, websites that have these competitive ladders of people like, first bosses and getting the highest damage meters. All that stuff's important. DDO kind of has that because we do have endgame raids. We had Defiler of the Just, Temple of Deathworm, and was it Assault on Red Mountain? Whatever it's called. And now we have Legendary Tempest Spine, Legendary Hound of Zoriat, and Legendary Shroud. Now those raids are hard, and on Legendary Elite, they are hard. I 100% believe that. I'm not going to say that the game is easy. I'm not even going to say that these raids are easier than some of the other raids. I think they are because people have beaten some of these raids on Legendary Elite already, but I'm not going to say that, oh, it's just straight up easier, whatever. It still takes a level of skill. It is still hard to do. But the reason why I ask if balance is important is because so much of DDO is not that. DDO has a lot of leveling up to it. A lot of leveling up. And a lot more than just playing one character to be the maximum efficiency. Because once you're doing it and you're playing the most efficient character, you might just be like, okay, well, now I'm bored and I want to play a new character, so you restart at 1, you reincarnate, and you power through the game again, Or even still, balance is super hard to achieve, so, because you can multi-class. So if you decide, Turbine recently made a balance patch, which some of you have seen, Yeah, exactly. Very few games focus on the level experience. DDO is very, very focused on the level experience. So when you think about the end game being leveling, now you have to think, what exactly are you going to be doing? How are you going to be setting up your characters with your end game? But even if you make a mistake, it's not the end of the world because you can always reincarnate, you can always fix it. And as I said, the end game is not the absolute most important thing in Dungeons & Dragons Online. The leveling really is. No other game is going to add in content for the lower levels. That's stupid. Adding in content for the people that are like level 30 or level 40 in your game is terrible when the max level is 100. But Dungeons & Dragons Online? They added, with the Legendary Shroud, they added 2 new quests, to Curse the Sky and that other one for that's in the Veil of Twilight, in Meridia. They added Devil's Gambit, which is level 14. They added the Archon Trial of the Archons stuff, which is level 13. They add low-level quests because leveling is so much a part of it. And balancing is really, really difficult because no matter what you do, some characters are just going to be more powerful than others, no matter how hard you actually try to balance the game. Looking at some aspects like Warlocks are really, really, really hard to balance because they're really easy to play, so people that may not be as good at the game, or maybe their first time playing it, if they play Warlock, they are going to crush people that are first time playing Rogue, first time playing Fighter, first time playing Cleric. They will just kill everything on screen. How do you balance that? You kind of can't really. That's just one of those things you can't. It's very difficult to balance. Turbine did choose some balance options. So, for example, they balanced Paladin recently, so that way you only get to add 2 plus 3 times your Paladin level of your Charisma bonus to your saves, which is a great change, and it definitely balances it and brings it in balance. So it means that when you don't have these characters, and I saw a video of a guy who soloed Attack on Red Mountain. Is that what it's called? I don't think it's called Attack on Red Mountain. I just can't remember the name of it. The one where you have to fight the 2 dragons at the different shrines. I watched a video of a guy, Defiler of the Just. Okay, that's also difficult. DDO doesn't have like an entire subset, or like an entire raid thing the same way that other stuff does. So, for example, Defiler of the Just, because of the way it works, if you go with healers, you need your healers to be DPSing a lot as well to be able to take down like when the final waves spawn on each side, because there's too many pit fiends. And then once you actually get into the straight up final phase, and you have to kill her before the worm spawns. You have like the 30 seconds to kill her. I've done it before. I'm just trying to remember because it was on another train of thought. Is it a balanced raid? I don't know if balanced is entirely the right word. I think tuned is the better word. I wouldn't say that it's balanced. I think that it's so much that it's a highly tuned raid. It requires on Epic Normal and Epic Hard, Defiler of the Just was not a challenging raid. And DDO in general is not so much challenging numbers-wise, it is very challenging keyboard and mouse-wise. This game, if you can dodge all the incoming spells, you're going to be a lot more powerful and have a lot more powerful character than somebody else. So when I say Defiler of the Just is balanced or unbalanced, I think it is balanced. Because on Epic Elite, it required a very specific strategy. And if you couldn't follow that strategy, then, that's it. You couldn't really do the raid on that hard. But DDO has this awesome thing. Check it out. I hit Epic Destiny, and I'm currently playing a tank. So I'm in Unyielding Sentinel, of course, and I'm tanky, and I'm super tanky. But, oh, what? My team needs me to do damage. I click Divine Crusader. And now I'm dealing not the best damage, but at least comparable damage to what some of the DPS in my group are doing. So I think really the question because I see it all the time, oh, this ability is overpowered, or this ability is broken, or something like that, or anything. Does balance really matter? Does it really matter to have all characters, or for have one character too strong in the same sense as another game? That's really what I'm asking here. Every class is going to be different, and the fact that you can mix and match multi-classes makes it really hard to balance individual abilities. There are a lot of abilities in the game that are super reined back, that have almost no effect. And Turbine knows this because they did it because the idea of balance. You don't want something to be super overpowered, right? Nobody wants something to be super overpowered. But at the same time, sometimes things will get left in the dust, and I think that you should be focusing less on and which is what they have been doing, by the way, if you've seen any of the new class overhauls. A lot of people have actually called them imbalanced or overpowered. I've had people tell me that they think the Arcane Archer, the way I've been playing it and the way I set it up, it's overpowered. And it does feel really strong, but I don't know if it's overpowered, you know? The Swashbuckler, it gives you so much free stats. You know, you can easily mix in Rogue for evasion with losing nothing. You get free dodge, you get tons of damage. It's overpowered, right? Warlocks, they kill stuff without even having to target anything. It's overpowered, right? But it doesn't really matter as long as you're having fun with the game. You're having fun with the leveling experience. You get to level up, you get to play, you get to live that thing that you want. And then at the end of the day, when you actually want that hard experience, when you want it to be balanced, when you want to get that good group together and have that coordination, some people will tell you that healers are bad and healers are useless and tanks are bad and tanks are useless, but play in an Epic Elite group and play with a group of people that's not several TRs in. And you go into Epic Elite, your healer is going to save lives. You'll be able to get the reses on time, you'll be healing people, keeping everybody alive. When you're a tank, you'll be holding everything together so your DPS can actually just bomb them down. I'm telling you. No, I agree with you. DC, they really screwed up there, in the sense that, yeah, because you have to contend with spell resistance and unbelievable saves on every monster. Yeah, guild airships were powered when they came out, but now guild airships make the game feel way better. Running around at 40% movement speed all the time. You know what sucked? When everyone else, when you get into a party and you're a kind of a new player, or not even a new player, maybe just new to a server, and you get into a party with a bunch of people, and all those people in your group, they have Expeditious Retreat clickies, and they have their VIPs, and they have all this other stuff, so they just run light years ahead of you, and you can't even catch up to them. Now, just join a guild, and you get the 40% movement speed buff, and you can actually catch up to the people that are playing the game. You can just keep up, you can see the stuff, and you can get to learn, and you can get into it. So, that's really my take on balance. I don't think balance is as important as it is in other games, because Dungeons & Dragons doesn't have a big focus on the endgame. There is endgame, and it is cool, and a lot of people really like it. But most of Dungeons & Dragons is on the leveling aspect, it's on the reincarnation, it's on the TR train. And I think that's where the focus should be. I think it should be more focused on making every character feel powerful, as opposed to, even if some of it might feel unbalanced, as opposed to the other way around. However, I actually do agree. I would think the Defiler just being unbalanced would be totally fine. I think it would be fine that DC casters were pretty useless in it. However, there was no contrasting raid. So consider this. Imagine that there are the 3 raids right now: Legendary Tempest Spine, Hound of Zoriat, and Shroud. And let's just say that in Hound of Zoriat, for whatever reason, in Hound of Zoriat, DC casters are totally useless. I actually would be okay with that. I would be so okay with that, because there's 3 raids, all at the same level, all of varying difficulty, and they're just, you don't need DC casters in this raid. You need other types of casters. You're not totally useless. You can still do other things other than be a DC caster. You could do subpar DPS. You could swap it in, like, some kind of supportive role. There are other things you can do. Yeah. Clerics, I think clerics are always useful. Being able to, any character that can throw out a quick and raise dead is always going to be useful, you know? DC casters are already making a comeback, and they're making steps in the right direction. They're bringing casters in the right direction with all this master stuff. When I posted it, I posted in the chat the graph, the chart that I made that showed the damage increases of all these master spells, and a lot of it was 50 to 100% damage on different spells. That seems like a lot, but they're just doing a step in the right direction. They're making your character feel better. They're making it play better. And I think that's just a good choice. Same thing with, where is it, Embolden spell? Yeah, +2 to the DCs of all your spells, but they cost a little bit more. Again, same thing. They're trying to help out DC spellcasters. Burst of Glacial Wrath is really whatever, but I don't know. It's whatever. It's just a spell. So, yeah. Anyway, that's just my take on it. I don't think balance is bad. In Dungeons & Dragons, I think balance is not as important for the endgame. I do agree with you that just having the only endgame content screw over an entire subset of players is a bad idea, but I think having multiple raids, one where some characters are better than others. So for example, a raid situation where, and that's why I like the Shroud so much. I thought the Shroud was an awesome raid. The Shroud had so many components that you needed. You needed high range DPS to take down the crystal. You needed people that could tank the individual spirits. You needed people that could solve the puzzle, like use their brain to solve the puzzles that were on the floor, or at least have a rogue to like move people around, and stuff. You needed so many different things, and just more than the damage. More than just the damage or like specific, damage to target. You needed different types of damage. I thought that was good. I thought that was great. They had a place for the DC casters. This is all, back when Shroud first came out. They had a place for DC casters for taking down the portal masters when they first came out of the portals. I was down for that. And that's pretty much that's all I really had to say about that. But though I do agree with a lot of what you said, a lot of what you guys said, that things that it's not the game can't really be balanced when you have a raid, and it's the best raid. And it's a top tier raid with the best gear, and it's the hardest raid, and you're an entire character subset of players, and the character classes just kind of suck. Because that's the way it was made, I agree with that. That's not really a good thing. But I'm not saying that cleric healing is only useful when people are subpar, but I just think that, there are certainly times I've seen where clerics have come in handy, people that heal. Even if it's just those people that take the 5 levels of cleric and get the healing aura around them. All of it's good, man. All of it's good. Anyway, unless anybody else has anything else that they would like to talk about or say, that's going to be the end of the Strimstream today. I'd like to thank you all guys for watching. You guys are super cool. You're the greatest. I love all of you guys, except the ones that hate me. I love you too, but not as much. Yeah, exactly. Also that the new best items were for other builds and classes. Because, you know what? I played the game. I looked through all those items. There are no items that really benefit the Henshin Mystic Monk, okay? Henshin Mystic's cool. Where's the Henshin Mystic love? Why do they do such crappy damage, guys? Yeah. So if you guys like this stream, you like what you saw, and you had an awesome time, what I'd like for you to do, if possible, is I'd like you to go and follow my Twitter, Go to twitch.tv/Strimtom, which I'm going to post, totally. I'm going to post that here. Give me a sec, I'm doing it. Go here, go there, follow that stream, because if you do that, I'll be happy, you'll be happy, we'll all be happy. I think mostly I'll be happy. Just do that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. It's been a fantastic time. As I said, I'm now part of the Players Council. I'm going to be talking about a lot of these other things. Oh, thank you, KenBC. I will have fun on my date. It'll be fantastic. But yeah, if you have any questions about like player council stuff, I'm very open about it. So because my name is already like on the forums, I have it under my name, so I have a title that shows I'm better than everybody else. But yeah, if you have any questions or concerns, as I said, send me an email at strimtom@gmail.com or send me a tweet or whatever, and I'll do what I can to address your concerns and maybe even bring some of the things you have any ideas about. So yeah. Anyway, I'm tired. I'm gonna chug the rest of this beer and then I'm gonna turn off my stream. Oh god, that's the good stuff. Alright, peace.